I want to rock.
What's going on, everyone? How are we?
Hello.
How is your Wednesday going? Hopefully, it's going better. Well, just as good as the rest of us, because mine wasn't bad. It was just a boring day at work. So, but thank you for joining us tonight. We are excited to continue on in our Witchlight, Feywild madness, craziness, ha- hashtag How Will Cheshire Die, hashtag Misty Mountain Art. But yeah, we're just gonna make a like prediction every time because it seems to be like his outstanding like thoughts.
Well, I mean, the last time we did a poll about what was going to happen, and they were right
Yeah, I
about
know that.
that.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
was.
Yeah,
I was
weirdly
like,
they were right.
I was like, oh, okay, but not really.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys are ready for another episode. I'm gonna let Rob run through some announcements, and we'll get into our recap, and then jump right in.
Announcements. I'm going to rewind the hey there, howdy ho there's, because we streamed a little bit last night that very few people came in on, and because it's not part of our regular programming. So we're just going to go back for everybody we shouted out yesterday, as well as who has joined us since yesterday. So, Deep, Deep Impact, Wolf at the Workshop, Fix, LG, Fixelg 015, Onig for my BR. Some of these I just don't know, guys. UNAF Twister, Creative Lee, BDoc, as well as Adventure Check, who are another set of D&D streamers. I actually tuned into them a little bit last night. They are doing a campaign in Middle Earth, which was very cool.
Cool.
As well as Daedalus Jr. Thank you all for the follow. Welcome to the party. We here at Misty Mountain Streaming enjoy telling and experiencing great stories, and our favorite way to do it is with tabletop role-playing games like D&D, which is what we'll be playing tonight. let me mute the stream on my screen because I'm basically speech jamming myself, which I'm surprised I made it through all of that. Anyhow, updates as far as the channel's goals. We are 10 subscribers away, or followers rather, away from the 500 follower giveaway.
Ooh.
I'm gonna set somebody up with a bunch of D&D stuff, guys. Misty Mountain Gaming, the people making all this possible, have a lot of dice and trays and minis and all kinds of jazz.
Bags and all kinds of
Yes.
cool
All
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
I really want to hit this before MegaCon so I can go grab stuff while we still have stuff before we sell out of everything at MegaCon. So, if you know anybody who's not watching this stream already, who doesn't already follow us, drag them in here and let's get somebody some free stuff. It's going to be enough stuff to play a game of D&D with your friends, regardless of whether or not you had any gear beforehand. Speaking of playing D&D with your friends, if you subscribe to the channel, we have a sub goal for the month of whatever month this is. I'm very much losing my grip on reality.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May. For the month of May, if we hit 75 subscribers, new subscribers, resubs, gifted subs, any of that, then we will play a D&D one-shot with some of you. That's right. The viewership. I will run it. Whether or not anyone from here you get to play with any of them has not been worked out yet. It may be that we just have more of you guys playing with one another. It may be that being able to play with one of our cool D&D players is part of the draw. So we'll figure that out as we go. But that is our sub goal. We're at 2. We're getting to 75. We easily stomped our subscription goal for last month and the stretch goal and the stretch goal. So I have no doubt that we're actually going to be doing this. It's just a matter of time. Hello, by the way, to Eric in the chat, to that one cleric. Who else is here already? Santa Claus Gift is back. Junebug is back. And of course, us. We are here.
Are we here?
Last I checked.
Always here.
It's questionable.
Other than the fact that half of the faces on screen here will be attending MegaCon, we always try and keep you apprised of where we will be. That's really the only thing I have. Ty and I are gonna be in Orlando later on in the month. Do you guys know your next shows, or if there will what they might be?
I will
Not
be
really.
I don't know
at
yet.
Fan Expo St. Louis next weekend.
That's right. If you're going to Fan Expo St. Louis, then
St.
say hi to Rob somewhere.
He'll
be the one with the beard.
There.
I want to
Fun
look into doing
story.
some cons this summer. So if anyone has
Yeah.
any suggestions, let
I
me
wish
know.
you could come. I wish you could come for Fanime. Because yeah, I come home and then the day after I come home from Orlando, I fly to California.
We're gonna be so close and yet so far.
I know.
ECC is in August. Emerald City Comic Con is a great con. I want to get up there. All my friends talk about how it's absolutely phenomenal, and
I've heard really good things
it's
about
on my
that
list.
con.
So
I'm that person who never goes to a con specifically because I'm like, ooh, I've heard great things, but rather this friend is going, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to
I
cons
go
to
where
make
my friends
friends,
go.
so that's my difference.
I go to
Oh.
cons because
We have
Because job.
work, because job.
Because the boss tells you to go.
Hey, rat!
yep.
But
Look
anyhow,
at how chunky. He's so chunky. Okay.
are you all
Round.
ready to jump back into this before I need to put my foot in my mouth somewhere?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Sawyer, give us a recap.
All right. Listen. So picture this. all right. Picture this. Just wake up, but you're in like an iron cage. You're just stuck in there. That's basically how we started. We got knocked out by these jerk rabbits. So we're in there, and across the way in another cage is this satyr named Vansel. And at first, he was like kind of a jerk. He was like complaining about us trying to get out because it was really loud, and he was like making fun of us trying to escape, which like I didn't know about all of you, but I would always try to escape a cage if I got put in there without me wanting to be in a cage. So anyway, we got out thanks to Vansel passing us a lockpick, and I think we all tried it, and then Scinn got us out. Maybe, yes. And then we were on this like balcony, and our plan was to go in, and Scinn was gonna distract the cook and get him out, and we were gonna lock him in the cage. And instead, Scinn went in, and it sounded like they had a really personable conversation. We had some commotion, some sounds of vultures, and then there were no more vulture sounds. So something happened in there, and then we went in, and we're going on in. The cook is like, I'm not gonna rat you out or anything. And when I first got inside, I started to feel this like sixth sense tingle that there was something in here that we had to find. So we learned that Bavlorna, which is, by the way, the house that we're in now is Bavlorna's. We found out she's allergic to people running in really tight counterclockwise circles, which is a very specific allergy to have. But anyways, we went in there, and Scinn was flying in little circles, and I was running around little circles making a sneeze. And Cheshire, he went up these stairs where I said I felt more of that little tingle feeling, like there was something important up there. And then I ran out of my little circle up the stairs, and Scinn was doing some really great hosting downstairs to keep them busy, because it wasn't just Bavlorna in there. She had a friend with her who was this shady dark witch lady. So Cheshire and I were upstairs, and I feel like there's something in the next room. It's really important. So we got in there, and like I started to see this shadow out like the corner of my eye, and it felt kind of suspicious. But, it didn't come at us anything. And once I was inside, I like stuck my hand in the mouth of this frog, and I pulled out this like giant extendable rod. And when I pushed the button, not only did it change in size, but I did too. And I happened to lose 3 inches a bunch of years ago, after I snuck into the Witchlight Carnival. And for some weird reason, Bavlorna had my 3 inches in her little back room. But I got it back, which is really great. I feel really confident about it, and I'm excited to tell my dad about it when we get home, maybe. So we went back downstairs, and Scinn was like singing and dancing and having Vansel help and all that great stuff. But that shadow was still really suspicious, and Scinn noticed that it was like back with this shady, dark, evil witch lady that was hanging out with Bavlorna, and I got a little upset at Bavlorna for a second, because, like, why would she have my height, and who knows what else she has of other people's. But, I felt like it was a weird argument, because technically I did sneak in without paying to go somewhere, so I feel like it wasn't worth it. But anyways, we decided to start making our way out, and we were following the suspicious witch lady out too, because I have a theory that maybe she was sneaking around on Bavlorna too. So we'll have to see what happens there. The end.
Woo! Great recap.
To be continued.
To be continued next week.
No.
Next week on Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
And thank you for the guidance.
Yes, thank you so much for providing all of
You
this
have
guidance.
an inspiration too. You and I
I
both
do.
From
Thanks, Essie.
Misty leveraging the full power of multiple Twitch accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
So-
Bless you. That was a cute sneeze.
You guys are in the dark hallway of Bavlorna's cottage, and you're kind of trailing behind Charm, and she's hastily leaving, not running to bring attention to herself, but trying to make her exit. As Bavlorna actually went upstairs because she was afraid something was taken from her. So, as you guys walk through, I don't know if you still have the map pulled up. That little door next to the stairs is where you're kind of going through, and with it being dark, Charm had gone through the door previously, and you guys were trying to trail her without her knowing. As you entered that room, you have lost sight of her.
This is the one on the western side of the sitting room.
Yes.
Okay.
I should just give you the guys with the one with the numbers, because then I can just do that.
Well, Cheshire wasn't terribly bothered about following Charm without her noticing. If she was heading out, so were we, and no one seemed particularly inclined to keep us there. But if we are wanting to go out, and there looks like there's a stairwell down, I know we're not on the bottom floor. Cheshire will hang a hard right towards that spiral staircase.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow Cheshire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's a spiral staircase that is, again, all just kind of old, moldy, kind of rotting wood. And as each step you take is, like it creaks and groans as you're walking. In your head, you're like, is this step gonna give out on me? Like, what's going on here? It's a fairly tall spiral staircase because, again, at that level, when you were outside, it was like a 50-foot-ish drop down to the bottom. So you're walking down, and at the bottom of the staircase, there's, again, just some crates right by the staircase, and a very poorly lit, almost like a pool, essentially, that you can see. And if you roll me a perception check, I can tell you what all you guys do or do not see.
Okay.
I should have worded
I
that a little
also-
differently, but that's all right.
Is it?
I also see that Robin told us that DM Rob is a little quieter, that they can hear you. They were just letting us know.
Interesting.
Whoa, that's a good roll, which I don't think I have anything to add to.
Hey,
perception.
Robin, by the way. What up?
Down at 12.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've got nothing to add to perception, so at least it was a good roll.
I wisely had my character sheet pulled up already, and no one can prove that I didn't.
You're always prepared, Rob.
Always.
That's what I always say. You're
Oops,
always
prepared.
so prepared.
Mhm.
So
I could
between
keep saying how prepared you are until you're ready to roll your dice if you really want.
Maddie, I'm so glad we're friends. I got a great roll, including my bonus from Jack of All Trades,
Ooh.
which is a
Nice.
1. It's a 60.
Okay, well, I rolled a 19. I have nothing to add to it, but I rolled a 19.
And
When
what did
Scinn
Sawyer
can pay
get?
better attention to stuff than you have made some poor choices in life.
So like I said, as you come to the bottom of these stairs, you see the recessed pool that is kind of in the middle of the room. It appears to be the only thing that has any kind of little bit of light to it. The rest of it is still that real foggy, dense, like you can't really see through it. The pool itself is lined with tiles, with pillars at the four corners of the square. Again,
Pillars.
Pillars?
We could have ourselves a little nap.
Are they fluffy pillars?
No,
I
they're
imagine
pretty
they're
flat.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a lot. It all appears to be stone and tile, with a lot of mold. The water itself looks to be a little dirty, but the water itself is about a foot deep. In the center of that pool, there is a what appears to be a giant well, where it looks like the water source originally came from. But it's giving off a unpleasant odor. In one of the corners of the pool, there stands a tall, dirty mirror, that is in an oval frame, and floating on the water is a tall lily pad. There are creaky wooden floorboards, arranged in a 10-foot wide raised walkway around the pool. The walkway is crowded with shelves, tables, stools of all shapes and sizes. Almost every available surface is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, old junk. Dressing dummies are pushed together in one corner of the room. And the wooden staircase that you guys just came down is in the other. There are 5 closed doors that lead from this room altogether. From what you can tell, some of the shelves and boxes look like they could have stuff in it, and some of them do look like they've been damaged. Since you all rolled well, you get all that information.
Okay.
Do we see charm anywhere down here?
You don't
Or hear any movement?
You don't
in the
see
first floor?
charm.
Just hold on here, guys. I'm just gonna do like a little parameter, and he's gonna start like fluttering around, just looking for any moving shadows or big ladies, or really anything that might seem bad.
Like
You,
around the entire wooden, like around the pool.
Yeah, because he can like fly over the pool and all that. If
Oh,
he feels
okay.
Like. So yeah.
I got you.
Do you think he knows its perimeter, or should we? No, it's probably.
I mean, I feel like Seed's pretty smart. Maybe that's a different fairy word that's real fancy.
Parameter might
Yeah.
be said under different parameters. I suppose.
Yeah. Sure.
So as you are walking around, I gotta figure out which one of these doors is actually the exit. Hold on just a minute.
Good.
I was like,
there is one, right?
No, you guys are actually stuck here forever. All right, let's see.
While you're figuring out, hello, I'm just looking through who's watching the chat. New follower Datalysis Jr. is watching. We haven't said hi to them yet. Trixie Michiru is here. Hello, welcome back. Bison Tropy watching with us again. Thank all you guys. There's a little rat butt for you.
Yeah.
Rat butt.
Little rat bye.
It's not actually that little. There it goes.
I mean, compared to mine, it's pretty small.
Yeah, see, I'm chubby little lady. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
chubby little lady.
I'm just gonna make up where the door is on this one because it doesn't actually say.
Oh, boo.
So as you are doing your quick inspection, looking for charm, you see what looks like the mist had moved and is kind of coming to a settle along the far side, but as you get closer, you don't see anything.
Okay. It's gonna start flying back to the group, but it's also gonna very loudly just be like, guys, I don't see her, but there's like floating mist over here. And he like parts through the fog, and it's just giant wig and just. Yeah, or people are talking about how chunky in your butt. Look at this. Look at all of this.
That's a real chonk.
Chonk.
Yeah. She got a lot of chonk in the trunk.
You know, as polite and as inconvenienced as Bavlorna was upstairs, I get the sense that perhaps, I mean, she did originally have us in a cage.
Yeah.
And another man in a cage. Perhaps leaving quickly would be a good thing. That said, are those mannequins with clothes on them? Because it's been a little nippy ever since we've been in the Feywild, and I could use a shawl or something, or perhaps a cape.
Hey, did we leave Vinny upstairs?
Oh. Did he follow us?
I don't think we have to leave another person anywhere. I think if he doesn't come, then he's an adult. He's a perfectly functioning adult. And if he does not wish to rescue himself...
He can make his own choices.
Dan just leans over the stairs. Just, rest in peace, Vinny. It was nice knowing you, even though you did nothing.
I 100% thought you said recipes. Recipes, Benny.
That's how we say goodbye in the Feywilds.
Bone apple teeth.
Bone apple teeth.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Cheshire.
sorry,
do you want to go
that
like
really tickled my ass there.
shopping?
Yeah, I'll be right over here, and if you need me, make a noise.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it's there on the map, and I'm assuming if it's on the map that it's in the room.
Yeah.
There's like it's the lowest polygon little mannequins dressed like Frodo and witch birders, and just describing for the people that can't see. And maybe there's something Cheshire's size over there. He's just looking to get a little new drip.
Okay. So as you are kind of looking and inspecting these dummies, you do see that there are like humanoid mannequins, and there's 7 of them. About 4 of them are your size.
Nice and clear. Wow.
One of them in particular looks kind of more your style as far as like a nice dress shirt. It has a nice hat. The other one of them has like a nice flowy dress. The other one has just like some pants. And the 4th one is kind of rotting away.
Pants are overrated.
From where you are, you hear Scinn from the other side of the room think he's whispering, go to, Sawyer, should I get in the water? And that's all you hear.
I'm not sure this water's sanitary. It looks questionable to me.
I'll have a look at this black pointy wizard hat. And like kind of turn it up and down. It's like, we've had Lucinda this whole time. Surely we're all entitled to some headwear. And I'll take Sir Talavar's magic knife and I'll cut a hole in the brim for a horn. Like, slip it on.
Okay. So
and say, wish toward the world there was a mirror somewhere nearby I could see myself in, but we'll deal with that in a minute. I'm probably.
So as you're kind of cutting your hole in it to put it on your horn, you get it kind of adjusted on your hat, and while you're doing that, the mannequin that you took it off of kind of jolts around real quick and kind of startles you. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, dip.
No.
Oh gosh, everybody or just Cheshire?
Just Cheshire, since he's right there.
Oh, well. That, I'm afraid, is a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Okay. Well, you are first up.
Okay. I would. I'm so not strong.
Oh, why are you screaming at me?
My instinct
Why
is
are
to
you
take this
screaming
thing
at me?
and just toss it into the water. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna be good at it, but I'm gonna try it.
Want a baby cereal?
So this would be an opposed grappling thing. So if it's strength or dexterity against Maul.
And I roll that?
Yeah. And if you're stronger or lither than me, then what I want to happen won't happen.
So what I roll plus the number that's next to it, correct?
Plus the strength modifier.
Okay. So then
I did good though. I got a 19.
I got a 20. A dirty 20.
Wait, do I have guidance or shit? I don't have guidance. I have inspiration. Inspiration would not help. No, it's fine. I just am trying to force it over the lip of this thing towards the pool, and it's just not going there.
You have a guidance now.
I'll take it, but it's I think it's too late. So then I will, just realizing that this thing is more serious than I thought, I will hop away from it towards my friends at a quick trot.
At a quick trot.
A little
It
canter.
It can. I don't know if it has reactions or wants to spend one walloping me, but it presumably could if it did.
It doesn't look like it. I'm reading over what its card actually says. Okay.
If it has a melee attack, it has reaction to use it.
Oh, okay, then yes. So as you are running by, it's going to use its crush action.
Ew.
Oh.
Basically just try and fall over on you.
I don't think of things generally humanoid size being associated with the word crush. That is unsettling.
Right?
It's a little topple. It's gonna topple over on you.
You can roll poorly, that'd be fine.
A 19 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Dang.
Stop rolling well.
I'm sorry. It's these new Misty Mountain gaming dice that I have.
Wow, Misty
I gotta
Mountain
pick my
gaming
new
dice.
ones.
Amazing. Incredible.
I still have the big boy out
Oh.
Ooh.
from Monday.
So, as
I have my
this
tray over there.
mannequin comes toppling down on you, it deals 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gosh.
That's few.
And it has... It says it has attached itself to the target.
Gross.
We have a darkened mood from Nerd.
Okay. And it is attaching itself by engulfing the target's head. And the target
made of
is blinded and unable to breathe while the dark mantle is attached in this way.
Dark mantle.
That's what it's called.
So it's not a mannequin then, it's the clothes?
I don't know. It just says small monstrosity for the monster type.
Okay. Well, I know what a dark mantle is, and that makes more sense than what I was picturing was attacking me.
Okay.
Basically, a monster that looks like clothing has wrapped itself around my face.
Okay, that does make sense.
Okay. Well, I'm still stumbling in the direction of my friends, and
as far as what you can see,
in a couple of minutes. In a couple of minutes, a lack of oxygen may be a problem.
We can't see him, can we? Because of the foggy.
You knew the direction that he went, but you can't necessarily see him yet.
Okay.
I mean, we saw the lily pad, and that's equally far away as I was, right?
Mimic, you say, cleric?
Let's see. Well, the lily pad is in the water where it was dimly lit, whereas you were up on the boardwalk area.
Okay.
Hey, Cheshire, have you found anything good you want to wear out? Uh-oh. And
Hey,
come on, Cian, that doesn't sound right.
you think he got in the water without me?
Oh, he wouldn't do that. Would he?
If he did, we'd kick his butt.
Hey, Cheshire!
Like flying
Go.
off.
So as you guys kind of round the corner by the stairs, Cheshire at that point just kind of bumps like into you, almost like at a force that's like almost like he's being rude. But at that point, you realize that he has a piece of clothing just wrapped around his face aggressively.
Should we roll for initiative now?
That's up to you. What are you guys doing?
Guess we
Gonna
probably should just so
fight
that we
this
know
thing
the
that's
order of
hurting my friend.
It would be a 12.
Oh no, that's a 9.
Okay. So since you're all in initiative now, Rob, what do you want to do? We're back at you.
I'm gonna try to, carefully as I can while blind, stab the thing on my face.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah,
Okay, so I would say at disadvantage.
Yes, that is the correct ruling when I am blind. Let's see. Yeah. Well, the disadvantage got me out of a natural 20, but it brings me down to... Oh, come on. Where is it? There it is. A 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 does hit.
Yeah, go Magic Dagger at Talavar. That's going to be a... 7 points of damage.
Okay.
ooh,
Magic damage, if it matters. Magical, stabby, piercy damage, if it matters.
amazing.
Where the heck did my pen go?
It turned into a mimic and ran away.
It must have. Okay.
Now you can't write down when you give us damage, and we win the
I know,
game.
right? And
We win Dungeons and Dragons.
happily ever after.
Now, does my situation alter when it has been stabbed, or is it still clinging on there?
So as you stabbed it, you just so happened to kind of cut.
I damaged the dungeon master.
You kind of cut a slit where you're able to kind of like tear it open a little bit, and you can breathe now. But it is still on your head at the moment.
Okay, can I see or no?
No,
'Cause
just your mouth is freed up.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, if I can't see, then I'm still at disadvantage as I pull a dagger out and have a second attack
Ooh,
as a bonus action.
level 3, baby.
So we'll give that a jolly old stab. Ah, that was almost a 17, and then it just decided to wiggle a little bit, and it wiggled itself down to a 10.
No.
A 10 does not hit.
Okay. Well, I'm still stabbing away, and if my mouth is free, I'll be saying, "Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!" It's really hurting my face.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I'll do.
And what was your initiative, Tyler and Maddie?
12.
9.
Okay. It'll be Cian's turn next.
Okay. Sawyer's the only one who can see him like kind of like flick a little bit of fire in his hand as Cheshire starts like stabbing at his own face, and he goes, "No, come on, Lucinda." He flies over. He has no strength, absolutely no strength. Has a negative modifier to strength, but is gonna start like trying to like tear this thing up off of Sawyer's head with his little tiny hands.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
I guess I'm trying to grapple the thing that's grappling, so I guess it's an opposed. I have a -1 to strength. That's fun. Well, it's an okay roll, but I still have a -1, so that becomes a 13.
A 13 is successful. So you're pulling, and Cheshire just kind of like almost spins in circles as you're unwinding this clothing from him. And this dark mantle is now just kind of in the corner. You have a hold of it just like a little bit, but now you're looking at it like,
He doesn't even have a hold on it a little bit. It's the end. It's going like. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Yeah. He's just gonna like awkwardly like lean over the water, just and like drop it into the water.
So it's now a sopping wet article of clothing. All right, Sawyer, you are up.
So the clothing is in the water.
Mhm.
Is Cheshire okay now?
I mean, he's hurting a little bit, but
Yeah, I've lost almost. I've lost over a third of my hit points.
Is it still moving?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reach into the water to grab the clothing, and can I, instead of like punching it for an unarmed strike, can I flavor it to be me wringing out the water and hurting it that way?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. I do that. So let's see. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
Nice. So that is going to be seven damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Oh,
I'm going to
snap.
destroy this fabric. Which is
You're
what I do
making me
every day
beat
with my
up
sewing
grass.
machine too. So the next
don't
one.
remind me, I have to sew tomorrow.
Oh, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
It definitely hits.
Nice. And I just threw a d4 across my desk.
Cool.
Let's try another
Cool.
one.
That'll be my
Just
next character.
excited.
Just throws d4s to deal with damage.
It's just 6 damage,
Okay.
and then my second flurry of blows is I don't know if that one's gonna hit. 15.
15 hits.
Nice. And for that one, I just, instead of, because I have the fabric, I like slam him against the ground,
Almost like a
and that is gonna
like a
be
whip.
yeah, like when people like roll the towel
The
and go
towel snap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I towel snap it. And that one is going to take 7 damage.
Okay. So, as you're towel snapping this, explain to me how this dark mantle dies.
So Sawyer pulls it out, rings it, and she goes, "Hey, watch this. I learned this in the fighting pits." And she rolls it up, and she snaps it the first time. And like some of it starts to like disintegrate, like how cheap fabric does when it gets wet. And then she rolls it back up for the second one, and the second time she like snaps it against the ground and then lets go of it, and she goes, and she does cool pose.
A cool pose. As this dark mantle kind of comes to rest on the ground, lifeless now, it turns, you can see it kind of starting to turn to stone.
But you probably can't wear that now, so sorry.
I mean, I've played Elden Ring. It seems like people wear stone hats all the time. But no, and probably be quite uncomfortable. And frankly, I'm slightly traumatized by the thought of putting things on my head.
That's,
for the time
that's
being.
fair.
You want to borrow Lucinda for a bit? She's just like a nice warm little glove that just kind of like pops right on.
No, I mean, I thought the hat was going to be nice as well. No, I don't think so. It's very kind of you to offer, but I'm disinterested.
There's gotta be a shop around here somewhere. We'll find you something real cute to
There's-
wear.
People like money everywhere. Like there's gotta be somewhere we could throw our money to buy clothes.
Yeah. And not like a memory or something creepy.
Yeah.
No, I started out in the Feywild a 100 gold heir, and no one cares to have money in this place.
Right? It's kind of
Um,
crazy.
Thank you, by the way, to Irish Mac for 5 months, half a year
5 months
almost, of
subs.
cool subscription.
Oh,
5-month
yeah.
anniversary.
Cool subscription. Thank you, buddy.
So, now that this dark mantle has turned to stone, what are you all doing?
Kick it into the water so it sinks and nobody else has to deal with it. Leave it as an omen for the other clothes.
It kind of,
Yeah.
it kind of just splashes and sinks down the foot into the bottom of the pool.
Turn around to the other dress forms and I'm like, let this be a warning. Let's get out of here, you guys.
Over this way is where like there was like the mist looked like someone had like moved it, or I don't really know how to explain it, but over in that direction.
And he's like pointing to that corner that he had been looking in.
Okay.
I'm gonna real quick just go ahead, by the way, while y'all go on, and hit myself with the cure wounds because 8 hit points is a little much for me.
Yeah.
So the corner that you were looking at is the one, like, if you see the stairs in the pool there, that's the corner where you saw the movement. Or the fog kind of settling, rather. So...
Has anything changed about the lily pad or the mirror or the like well in the middle of the pool?
No, it appears like, again, the water's kind of murky, just like because it's been stagnant for a while. Now you've seen a couple of the Lornlings kind of walking around cleaning up doing chores, some of the dirty dishes and stuff.
And me kicking that stone clothing corpse into the water didn't stir up anything? It was just sort of like, I made some waves and that's it.
Yeah, just made some waves. It wasn't like you can see the bottom of the pool all the way through, just because it's not very deep. But yeah,
No monsters in the water confirmed.
not yet.
We
Oh
know.
no.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sawyer will make her way in the direction Scinn pointed her in.
Okay. Yeah. As you get over to that corner, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
And are you walking over there by yourself, or is everyone going?
I was going.
Okay.
We're sticking together.
Okay.
A 17.
Did you want perception from me?
I mean, you can if you want, but that was more than enough.
It doesn't really matter because I rolled a 1. I'm just asking for prosperity.
Okay, so you're just absolutely oblivious.
Scinn saw like a really cool beetle crawling around and was like, wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
So as you're walking
Look at
this
the shine
long
on those-
stretch,
on that crust.
as you're walking the long stretch of the little boardwalk area there, you see what looks to be like some shelving along the wall. And as you're walking through it, you see some bottles that are on the shelf that have liquid in them. You see some books, and just like some spider webs and cobwebs. As far as the mist goes, it's completely settled. It doesn't appear to be moving anymore. Yeah. And actually, sorry, as you were kind of rounded that corner, looking at the mirror just from a distance, you notice it looked very similar to the one that you actually traveled to the Feywild from the Witchlight Carnival.
Okay.
Guys, that mirror looks really familiar to me. Doesn't it look like the ones in the House of Illusions?
I mean, it is really big, but should we break it?
Well, I'm just thinking maybe if we need to, it could be a way back.
Oh, that is definitely worth investigating.
I definitely want to still like go seek vengeance on the rabbits,
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but I think we should keep it on a radar, right?
Is it portable?
I mean, it's a medium-sized object. Because it's a freestanding mirror itself, so I would say it's kind of heavy. If you had like a wagon or something, you could probably drag it along with you.
I'm pretty strong though. I think I could carry that, no problem.
Maybe we could at least get it out of here and then hide it
Place
somewhere close by.
We
Yeah.
could play somewhere else.
I'll help you carry it out, but as soon as we find out which of these doors is out, I will
Right,
help
yeah.
you.
I
How-
will offer words of encouragement. You guys got this.
That was good.
Yeah.
Those
That-
were
I mean-
words.
That's really all I need. It gives me extra strength from you, seeing.
I'll do. Just I'm so good with my words. I could be a politician.
Yeah.
I'll go look for the exit, guys.
Oh.
I'd vote for you.
And he flies up to start looking for an exit by like opening every door that he can to look inside.
All right,
Off in the
Cheshire.
distance where you can't see, you just hear like a ow. Ow.
So
Okay, so what is the plan of action? You're kind of walking down that long path. You've talked about wanting to check out the mirror. You've seen the stuff on the shelf, and at this point, you're kind of approaching that corner where all the broken plates and stuff are.
thoughts on if we should like wade through the water or like float on the lily pad, maybe, or what do you think, Cheshire?
Most ideas I have end up with me hurt or die, so I'm willing to follow on this.
All right. Can I go over to that big ol' lily pad and like pressure test it with my toe and see if it would carry people weight? Or if it's like a real lily pad and sink?
Are you trying to do it from the boardwalk?
Yeah, I mean, if I can reach it from the boardwalk-ish area, that would be cool.
I'd say that's definitely doable.
Just to see if it's the Feywild, maybe the big ones let people float on them. Maddie would want to float on a big lily
Right.
pad on a river.
Okay, so on your way walking over towards the lily pad, are you investigating anything, or are you just walking straight to it?
Based on the map, am I seeing like a trap door at the bottom there?
You can roll me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. Oh no, I don't see that at all. That's like a 7.
Oh no.
Yeah, with the fog, you don't see anything. You do kind of almost like kick the corner of the crate that's there. That it feels heavy. But yeah, and you at that point you kind of get over to the lily pad.
Okay. I'm gonna make a note that crate was heavy, maybe to double back later. But I am going to go over to the edge and kind of test my foot on the lily pad to see if it'll hold my weight.
Okay. So as you it's a little bit of a drop to get to it. I mean,
Okay.
it's almost like if you were sitting at the edge of a pool and you had your
Sure.
your feet dangling in. So as you kind of step down, you don't feel it give at all. But you feel it kind of like move around a little bit.
Okay. So this could be like a little boat. Cheshire, I'm going to try something crazy.
Oh, you're kind of wandering into Scinn's territory, but I am listening.
I'm going to try and use this lily pad like a little boat to go over and get the mirror. Could you go stand on that side by the mirror and I could like lift it up and pass it to you?
Okay. I will do that.
Okay. And I'm going to try and climb on the lily pad and use my staff as like a little push stick to push myself across the pool.
Okay. We'll cut back to you. Scinn, what are you doing?
He's still flying around looking for a door that appears to go out, and he's probably ended up in that little side room at this point with that weird little, like, metal rib cage looking thing.
Oh, you're like all the way on the other side. Okay.
He's been going around trying to open every door.
Okay, so do you want to end it that one, or do you want me to tell you what's in each of them as you've opened them?
You can tell me what's in each of them, because, I mean, he's looking for the way out. That doesn't necessarily mean he'll recognize it. But
Okay. So in that room in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a large cupboard that stands alone in the room. There's no light. There's a fine scrollwork frame in the cupboard with 2 doors. They are bridged by a circular panel of dark wood, and the panel is inlaid with a silver hourglass sigil. As you've continued, I'm assuming kind of going clockwise.
yeah.
You open up that bottom door, and it is a 10-foot wide balcony that runs kind of the length of the cottage. And is covered from end to end with living frogs. At each end of the balcony, attached to one corner of the cottage, just beyond easy reach, is a clothesline draped with patchwork garments. 2 lines stretch out over the lake and disappear into the thick fog. And then the room that you are currently in with that skeleton looking thing is...
It's weird. It's like, it's not really a skeleton, but like the
Yeah.
art, at least, when you zoom in, yeah.
So
I'll show everybody what we're talking about.
as you open the door, a horse's head leers at you with glossy eyes. Its lips are drawn back from pointed yellow teeth. The head is affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker
Ew.
and wire, situated so that it faces the doorway where you entered. Near it is a wooden crate. Flies buzz around this disordered room, landing occasionally on the animal carcasses that lie strewn in small piles. On a low table rests an assortment of tools: saws, knives, scrapers, hand-cranked drills, sewing thread, needles, and awls. Around several taxidermic subjects in various stages of completion. A shelf that looks on the verge of collapse leans against the wall between 2 windows and bears the weight of dozens of stuffed horrors. Each one is an artless combination of 2 or more animals. And on one of the shelves, well, you haven't investigated, so I won't tell you anything else of what's in there.
Well, yeah, he's gonna see all these horrors and not be so much bothered by them and just kind of go, well, that's a hobby. And he's gonna start like looking around. Yeah, he'll start flying around looking at it.
Okay, roll a perception for me.
Okay. That's a 10. Ori, I need you to help me with this, please.
Bless
Oh wait,
that
I have
die.
it. I have a guidance and an inspiration.
Oh, Sawyer also has advantage on a roll for the recap.
How did I manage to
I
get
do.
a
I'm gonna write
pyramid
that down.
not even on the ground? How did I do that? Okay, 14.
Okay. So as you just seem to be really distracted by this horse spider thing in the middle of the room, and you're looking at it in real like really close up, and you notice that the horse's head is a real horse's head. The frame of it has been just made out of metal. Of course, you see the table with all the tools that are used to kind of create this monstrosity. And you notice a few crates in there as well.
I definitely want to take some of the cutty utensils off the table just for prosperity's sake. And then I'll go and check in the crates.
Okay. So I'd say you have a bone saw that you grab off of the table.
Yeah, of course, yes.
And
One of those like little pointy things they used to shove up into people's nose for
oh,
yeah.
So in the crate that you open it up, and there appears to be 3 potion bottles inside of it.
Ooh, okay. I'll take the 3, and if I can fit any of them in my bag, I'll shove them in my little Barbie bag. But they may be too big, so
Out of game. If it's just a health potion, can I just tell you guys it's a health potion?
if you feel like it. Usually I just tell my players when it's a standard health potion, unless it has like something special with it, like a higher level or anything. But you could also make us have to figure it out if you want.
Brutus medicine or something weird.
Okay. Yeah, if it's just a standard health potion, I'll tell you guys what it is. So, back in game, those are three health potions.
3 health? Okay. Let me write down. They're just regular, like, they're not, I'm assuming they're not, like, greater or
Yeah,
any
no,
of
they're
that kind
just
of stuff.
a standard health potion.
Yeah. Potion. Alright, yeah, he's gonna load up those. Probably only one of them fits in the bag because he's tiny and the bag is tiny. So he's gonna like shove one in there and like try to shove another one in if it'll fit. He's got this bone saw and he's still holding like one in his hand, and he's gonna fly over and like pick up the weirdest tiny like combination of creatures from the shelf. Gonna fly back out and just be like, guys, I found a son.
All right,
My
so
baby, his name is Gregory.
You see Sawyer like squatting on a giant lily pad.
With a whole mirror.
what?
She's like,
what 2 animals is Gregory made out of? Describe what
Oh,
he
I have
looks
to-
like.
I have to pick. Okay, well, I said small, so let's say squirrel and I don't know, some kind of bird, like just like a weird little like flying squirrel monstrosity. I don't know.
Okay.
I just wanted it to have the head of a fish.
Yeah, no, a squirrel with just a fish sewn to the top of it.
incredible.
It's like cute little squirrel body, and suddenly just
Good
Like
old
a-
Gregory. Rob, that impression of a fish is amazing.
Glad it was recognizable.
So as you come back out, you see Sawyer starting to float across this pool on a lily pad, but you aren't able to see Cheshire because of the fog, and he's not actively in the pool area.
It's like I'm a little gondola man with the stick.
So what is Cheshire doing?
Oh, waiting to receive a mirror.
Okay. So Sawyer, as you are making your way across this very kind of large pool, you get towards the well and you notice that it really starts to smell very horrendous.
Gross.
And the closer you get to it, you start to hear more and more of like a gurgling sound and like bubbling and like there's actual movement.
Like in the well.
Yeah.
I start pushing my stick faster. It's bad news in there. That's bad news.
So again, you continue to hear that bubbling, almost like it has been disturbed at this point.
Hey guys, just a heads up. I'm not going to mess with it, but the well in the middle's making bubbles and little noises.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and just get to the mirror though.
I'll keep an eye on it for you. Don't worry.
He's gonna like kind of hover over the water, kind of like not really peeking into the well, but just like, you know, like he's not close to it. He's like probably 10 feet away, and he's just like trying to like, peek a little bit. Yeah.
As you start to approach the edge of like where you could safely get off of the lily pad if you want to and pick up the mirror, you hear this splash in the water. And of course you hear the bubbling and gurgling.
Take the mirror, Cheshire. There's gurgling.
That
Take the
wasn't-
mirror.
It wasn't Gregory. I promise it wasn't Gregory.
Can I try and like hoist the mirror up to Cheshire before the gurgling gets worse?
Let's see.
Do some like athletics. I'm good at those.
So it doesn't say you need anything special to pick it up other than it's just its size. As you're looking at it, you see kind of like a swirling mist in it, but other than that, like it just appears to be a standard mirror.
All behind the scenes.
Ooh.
This is from the failed goblin stream. It's coming back at the end of the month, promise.
Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and like hoist it up to Cheshire, just so we can get it out of the water and look into it some more.
Okay. So yeah, you get it up, and while you're working on getting it up, I'm gonna say it takes a few seconds for it to get there, like getting it up out of the water, because I'm assuming you're trying to get it while standing on the lily pad, or are you down in the water now?
Yeah, you know what? Sawyer will take off her boots and throw them up towards Cheshire and like roll up her pants and wade into the water to get a better grip.
Okay.
I know this is dangerous, but oh well.
When the DM asks you that many times if you're in the water, it probably matters.
Stan is at this point.
You're so subtle, Rob.
I'm not so subtle.
Cian's gonna fly over and just hover near Sawyer in the event he needs to do anything, you know? So, like, you see him fly over, Sawyer, and if you hadn't seen Gregory before, he's there now, and he's just, like,
is that
holding.
Is that what was gurgling in the water?
No, Gregory's dead.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Gregory's... I mean, I love Gregory, but I hope Gregory's dead, because it's not normal to have a fish on a rodent.
Yeah, that's really unusual for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Cian's gonna start, like, just, like, kind of, like, doing the stupid thing of, like, as if you could see further into murky water. He starts kind of, like... trying to like part the seas with his tiny little hands.
Trying to get into it, and the water
he
comes
like
back.
shoves Gregory into his bag, and like it's this weird fish head that's just like hanging out of a bag now.
So you're swimming in the water now.
No, he's not swimming. He's still flying over it, but like with his little arms, he's
trying
like
to pull it apart.
to
get into the water.
He's trying to see if he can see what's
roll me
around.
a perception check.
God, this has to be good, sweetheart, please. Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
Oh,
she said
no.
no.
Sorry.
Oh, it's actually okay. It's a 16.
A 16. Okay.
Honey bun,
So,
that ain't different.
As you're kind of like
Different.
you're scooping the like trying to scoop the fog, you on the last kind of scoop through, you feel your hands kind of like get stuck in like goo almost as you're kind of like swiping through. And I need you to roll a what's it called? Initiative.
All of us again?
Should we all roll initiative at this point? Since we're all in the
Alright,
area.
Yeah, okay.
And
I'm
at
gonna
this
say
point
you're not in the combat, but you are. We'll roll it just so you're ready.
If they can see me, they have the ability to obviously react in time with it. So I'll let you make the call there.
Sawyer is able to see you because she's right there with you. Cheshire is still in that kind of foggy mess, unless he's kind of poking over.
The mirror now, though, because I passed the mirror.
I'm a mirror away.
Yeah, the mirror's up there with him because he's kind of got it in hand. Sawyer handed it up, so your back is kind of to this, and CN is now like, ugh.
I'm confused now. Before, when we came down the stairs, we could see everything in the low light that was in the water all the way across the lily pad. Now I'm only a few feet away from them and I can't see them.
I'm just reading what the book tells me. I mean,
I think it's probably safe to assume Cheshire can probably see me.
Okay.
Considering I could see,
you know what?
I could see Sawyer
I'm the
when
DM.
I came out from the room.
I'm making the executive decision. The entire room is dimly lit at this point.
Okay.
Because screw the author.
Cheshire,
okay?
you have a guidance.
That's good to
Cheshire.
know, though, because if it's all, thank you.
It does make more sense.
That means
I agree.
Disadvantage on all perception checks if I know it's dimly lit, which makes good sense, but it does mean we can kind of see everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's like, oh yeah, on the boardwalk, it's I think they did it to like try and keep everybody get everybody into the pool as opposed to staying on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
But...
I was just about to say I've had that problem before. This is why my first thing I ever ran was a pre-written thing, and I did have the problem that they wanted the party to do specific things, and you don't write D&D like that. So, oh well.
Okay, so what are
Okay.
your initiatives?
12 again.
19.
I will say so. Yeah, Rob, you're able to see, but the mirror's in front of your face because you just picked it up. Is that fair?
Okay, that's fine, and I that's probably reflected in the fact that I rolled 6.
Okay.
So when I hear them doing things, I will have to do something with the mirror, and then before I can react.
Okay.
Want to say hello?
What did you get, Sawyer?
A 19.
Okay. CN?
12.
12?
Look at
All right.
her.
Oh, she found the camera. She just
Look at
found
those
the camera.
whiskers.
Yeah, your little wonky whiskers.
When Vex
Thank you,
was a
Grim.
baby, she'd bite all of Ori's whiskers off, so she'd have like little scraggly whiskers.
So this creature rolled lower than Sawyer, but has just had its fingers like gooped through. Would the creature be able to make an attack on CN for that mess before Sawyer realizes what's going on?
You could say it's like a surprise
Yeah,
round.
like a surprise round.
Okay.
As technically, I mean, surprise round usually works if the creature is hidden and somebody doesn't know it's there. But given I do have a hand in it, if that's what you want to do, I'm fine with that. So, I've done the stupid here.
So it does have a keyword that says transparent on it. So, yeah. All right, I'll do a surprise attack. As you've dug through it, it's like, oh, and now it's doing its thing.
I'm so mad at our Monday night games. I let Steven have the rifle because he was very excited about it, but it means I can't surprise you guys.
Oh,
I'm so mad.
So as it's
antimatter rifle too. I mean, what were you
burbling
thinking?
and
He
being
was very excited about it, and he did the very kind thing of realizing that if he was taking that, he shouldn't take any other rifles or handguns or any of that. So his other weapon is a pretty basic thing. So, I don't mind. But yeah.
So as you have
Especially not with how much all of our audience wants me to kill all of you. So
It's true. They want us dead.
All but you, probably.
as you all,
Delphi's
or
got
as
the cute
Scinn
factor.
was kind of
Yep.
like digging his fingers through, and got that kind of like gooey mess on him, this monster has kind of absorbed Scinn at this time.
Ew.
you look back and just see the fish head sticking out.
So
There's like a lump like within a snake belly that's like way too big because of the wig, and then fish head sticking out. You just hear from inside, I think there's something wrong, guys. I think this is normal.
Is it like a slime sort of situation?
no, it's more of like a gelatinous cube situation.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it
Love
doesn't
that.
look like it does any damage for that, but CN is just kind of like stuck in this cube.
Cute. Is it Sawyer's turn now at the
Yes.
top of the round?
Yep.
Okay. Sawyer's gonna turn around and see the situation at hand, and she's gonna, because she has her quarterstaff in her hands from, when the moon hits your eye. He swings to smack the gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Let's see it go, Mac. So that is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Nice. So that will be 10 damage. Yes.
Okay. And do characters that are stuck inside gelatinous cubes, do they take damage from the cube being attacked? Or is
Not
it
from
Not
the
from
cube
the cube
being
being attacked.
just from like digestive things of the cube,
Okay.
but not from.
Yeah, like rugs of smothering are super dick moves because they do that, and it's bad.
Gotcha.
There's a few other things. I thought a dark mantle might have been one, but I know a rug of smothering is because I have done that to people.
So you take your quarterstaff and you whack it, and like a small chunk of it kind of like flies off, and it has taken some damage.
How? It's like right up in our space now, right? In that case, I think I will just take a step back in the water, and I'm gonna look back and go, Cheshire, there's a big cube of slime in here that's trying to eat CN. Don't freak out.
Entire place just hates us.
So that's Sawyer's turn.
It really does hate us. You know how they say Australia's the dangerous place? They've never gone to the Feywild.
The Feywild. Feywild is D&D Australia.
It really is.
We could just use this mirror now, guys.
Let's end the campaign really early.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
So the cube kind of like moves close, like towards you, Sawyer, and is going to do a pseudopod attack on you.
Gross.
18 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it appear to be a pretty standard gelatinous cube? Like, does it say it does acid damage?
Yes.
Okay, then it is a pretty. Okay, so I'll have some acid damage to worry about. But you'll roll for me being inside of it. But
Okay, you take 11 points of acid damage.
Dude.
Is
Dude.
that
Not
Maddie?
CN, that's Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not me?
No, it's Sawyer.
Oh, it is me.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Because it has a 5-foot reach on that.
That was almost half of my current hit points.
Okay.
That would have been just over half of mine. So we finally have staggered enough. Which, as a sorcerer and a monk, we should have. So.
Okay, so we're not getting one shot anymore, so we're getting better.
Maybe two-shotted. Who knows? Might be a spicy day today.
I might take one of those dice out for the next roll. So yeah, it will end its turn with that.
Oh, that felt so weird to me. She just
So
scratched and
it'll
was
be CN now.
It's my turn. Okay. Well, he's inside the thing, correct?
Yep.
If you would like to tell me what damages I took, by all means, because I assume in getting eaten that I had to have taken something. But
if it's standard, bro, it's like the third paragraph of the engulf.
The third
action.
One. Okay.
Because it's rare that gelatin. I mean, they're basically made of acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so that's why I say I'll probably take some. But in the meantime, I'll let you take your time to look at that.
So it says to make a dexterity saving throw, and that's the way I was gonna play it. If you fail it, it looks like you take damage. If you succeed, it looks
Let
like...
me see, because I probably should have made that then at that time, which that's a 6. That's not gonna pass.
Inspiration.
Oh.
It's already passed. I'm already in it. We'll just say it happened. I'm okay with it because I mean I literally dug in like my hands into it.
But can't you do like is it a strength saving throw to get out? Right?
I think it's a strength.
It says dexterity.
That's
I think it's
for
a
when it
dex
moves
to
into
get
your space.
Although
Yeah,
to be
when
fair,
it gets-
dexterity
yeah.
is much better than my strength.
Oh
When
wait,
it were to try to engulf CM,
an engulfed
then
creature
it-
can try to escape by taking and making a strength check. On success, the creature escapes and enters a space of its choice within 5 feet of the cube. Okay. So while you're in there, you can't breathe. You're restrained.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, we're gonna nerf that, guys.
That's the beauty of DMing. You can choose to keep us alive. Wow.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll just rewind back. I'll rewind back and say this happened. Obviously, this was my damage at the start of everything. Before.
So at the beginning of it, I thought it wasn't any damage, but it'll be 6 points of acid damage.
Oh, only 6. Okay.
I mean, I can roll the third one if you want me to throw it in there, but
that'll make it bad.
If this goes for a while, I'll let you roll the third one. But no, from inside, he's not gonna try to get out because, like, you know, he's a little weak child. Like, he's got an 8 strength. So instead, he like looks at you very pointedly, Sawyer, from inside of this. But like, he's kind of doing like the twitchy eye thing because, like, you know, it's water and acidy and all that stuff, and he's just gonna be like, kind of doing like a watch out. Watch out. He's gonna drop a 2nd level chaos bolt on the thing he's inside of.
Okay.
Because it's verbal and somatic. Even though it says verbal, he can still inside be like,
That's fair. I agree with that.
Gotta roll 2 things. I gotta see if I have a surge, and I gotta see if I actually hit it. Oh, where did that go? Well, I'll just roll that one too. Okay, to hit Ori, stop. To hit, does a 13 hit it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let me roll my damages real quick, and then I'll figure out my surge.
My memory may be fuzzy, but I think most things hit a gelatinous cube.
It's pretty low, if I remember. I don't remember how.
But if
low,
anybody
though.
could miss a gelatinous cube, it
cube.
would be CN.
Hold my fucking beer.
I need 2 8s, 2d8s, and Chaos Bolt. I need to quickly seek.
what type of damage I've done. I guess it's gonna end up being cold damage, just because, I mean, that's what it looks like.
You're making it cold gelling.
Yeah, cold gelling. 4 points plus
I'll make it a pudding pop.
7. So that's 11 points of damage to it, and now I gotta see if there's a...
Ooh.
Already rolled one tonight, guys. Maybe I won't have another one to worry about. Can you bless this?
Bless you.
Oh, that's a good bless.
Thank you, Ori. It's a 3. So.
Oh, to see if it hits?
No, for my surge.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No, so we're fine. We're fine. But that was because it's a 2nd level spell. I had to see if I was gonna have a surge, a wild magic surge.
All right.
But yeah, he's still inside of it, and he just popped that down on it.
Okay. So it kind of like bubbled a little bit, taking that damage. So now we will go to Cheshire.
Cheshire.
Falling asleep. She is falling asleep.
Oh,
Okay.
you baby girl.
Well,
The old lady.
is at least if his friends are going to die, they're not going to have to die alone. So he will set the mirror aside carefully, treating it with all the respect that they're a potential exit from this fuckfest deserves. And then he will take the daggers in his hands and jump down on whatever is hurting Scinn here. So he will pause just before leaping to think to himself with his mirthful leaps, because satyrs can't have anything
they got
without a
those
weird
big
name.
old leaps.
Them leaps. I got mad ups, bro. Say, wish these were bigger. Oh, and he'll jump in. Attack Nombre Uno. Will be a 17 plus things. I bet that will hit.
It hits, just barely, but it hits.
I'm going to do the other die as well, because I think this thing has a lot of hit points. I'm going to use an inspiration on that, because a natural 1 won't hit anything.
Ah.
I told you, hold my beer. There we go. And that'll be better. That should be 2 hits.
What was the second one?
16.
Okay. So yeah, you got 2 hits for sure.
Okay. It's going to be 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 12 points of piercing damage from the 2 attacks.
Ooh.
Not bad.
And you got inspiration.
Ooh,
I got it back. Ah, hey, thanks, Eric. I will refund that.
So as you leaped and you brought your daggers into it, cutting through, in reality it was a good, foot from Scinn where your daggers were. But I'm just imagining you're seeing Scinn's eyeballs just get like this big, seeing daggers like come plunging through.
Wait, it's probably shied by the.
No, you don't even see his eyes get big. He almost does like the Spider-Man Mary Jane thing. It's just like.
Oh boy.
So as your daggers are kind of like ripping down through it, we will go to Sawyer.
Oh, dang, that's me. Can I sort of shift myself around the cube to try and grab? Is there any part of Scinn that's sticking out of the cube at this point still? Or is he fully involved?
There's a little fish head on the backside.
Okay, so I could grab onto like part of the purse.
Gregory.
Then, yes, the little Barbie purse.
If you reached in a little bit, you could.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
lighten the mood.
Oh, our hero. Oh, I'm gonna try.
There's flowers growing from your corpse.
Yep.
The gelatinous cube
So
now
nice.
smells like roses.
Ooh, I don't mind reaching in now. Yeah, I'm gonna risk potential acid damage and try to grab Scinn and pull him out.
Okay. If you're going straight for Scinn, not the bag.
Well, I'm assuming Scinn is holding the bag.
So the bag is kind of like.
Go ahead.
It's out, like kind of off of his body,
Okay.
but it's attached to him still.
It's a little crossbody bag, so like.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
Then in that case, Sawyer will just be like, Scinn, just hold on really tight, and I'll grab the bag instead if I don't have to go into the cube.
You still have to go in.
him.
I'd say like a hand length.
A hand.
To grab
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
He watches you say like, "Hold on tight," and he kind of goes, and like tries to make himself as like aerodynamic, and it's kind of like.
It's just like super slow motion,
like when you do a
trying to
pencil
get
dive
him.
into the water.
So go ahead and roll me a strength check.
You want that?
Can it be athletics or just strength?
Since you're trying to pull him out, and it's inside the cube, I'd say do.
I only ask because athletics has 2 more.
Right. No. It clearly says strength.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But I'm trying to decide if I want disadvantage since you're trying to pull him out.
Well, I
of
could
it.
do a contested check against the cube, so you would roll strength and I would roll strength, and we would see who gets higher.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So just roll your strength at just regular, not disadvantage. Just straight up.
Remember, you have a new inspiration purchased for you by Eric.
I'm gonna
probably
use
guidance.
that. I might use both the inspiration and guidance actually, because this first roll was a 7.
Ugh.
That's much better. Okay, and we're gonna add the guidance. Oh, beautiful. Okay, that's an 18. Oh, plus 1, 19.
Okay. So as you're pulling this bag, Cheshire is seeing Scinn kind of like disappear, like not disappear, but get further away from him. And after a few seconds of pulling, and like you're kind of struggling a little bit, Scinn pops out on the other side with you.
And I just cradle him like a baby, like I have in the past.
Yeah, there's like a noise.
Yep. Yeah. He hugs you for a second and like starts patting your back, and like you've noticed over the time that like his hands are usually like that child, like, why are your hands sticky? They're extra sticky right now, and he's
oh, thank you. Thanks, yeah.
I imagine.
I love you, man. I love you.
Too.
Imagine you are looking so exfoliated right now.
Oh yeah, probably
like you wouldn't
just did,
believe.
Listening.
Just did like
Yes.
a facial acid pill. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna use all of
Cleanest
my
pores.
movement to get away, which is 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
Cheshire, I'm just going to run away with Scinn. I think you should do the same. And
Standing here looking up at a cube alone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go 40 feet away, and if I can climb out of
direction?
well, there's that little dock in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, those are the stairs getting out.
Yeah, I'll head towards the stairs, which I should be able to get up to, no
Yep.
problem.
Okay, so you're up on the boardwalk now.
Actually, hold on.
Nope.
Let me count squares on this map really quick because I have an idea. So we're over at like next to the mirror, right?
Yes.
So that would be 5, 10, 15. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is Maddie showing her knowledge of using Roll20 with her other D&D group and counting squares all the time. I'm gonna go over 15 feet to the little stairway. I'm gonna put Scinn down, and then can I go 5, 10, 15 back? And what can I do? I'm assuming pulling Scinn was my action. I'm trying to see if I could grab Cheshire with my bonus action and all my monk speed. Probably not.
It's gotta be wild coming to monk after, because you do cleric so often, and you get all these extra things that you
It's
can
so
do.
exciting. It's like all these little extra bonuses. I've been learning so much. Okay, I don't think I can grab Cheshire, but I am gonna stay near him just as support until my next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know what? I'll use a key point for patient defense so I can take the dodge action if the slime or the cube comes near me.
Okay.
Yes.
So, with the cube's turn being next, and Cheshire had taken the daggers down through it, and I kind of picture you being at like a downward angle now. It's gonna move and try and start to engulf you.
Ah! Okay.
No.
We determined earlier that was potentially a dex save, right?
I believe so. Yes. I'm pulling it back up here.
Yeah, dex to dodge it.
Yes, the key point lets her do it as a bonus action instead of a real action.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
I am.
You know what? I'm gonna try that inspiration I just got again, because that roll really sucked. Wasn't a 1. It was the other thing. You know what? It's an 11.
Okay. An 11 does fail it.
Yep.
So it's going to kind of engulf you. And you
I take damage at the start of its turn, or start of my turn, or
it says
when does engulf
on
say?
a failed save, the cube enters the creature's space. The creature takes X damage, acid damage, and is engulfed. So part of that action, you would take the damage, and then each turn while you're still in it, I roll that damage again.
Okay.
Oh, so in that case, I think I missed a round of damage.
That's all right.
I'll be honest and say it.
That's new DM, missing stuff. So you will take 8 points of acid damage.
Okay. Things hit me for 8 a lot tonight.
But you have
8
health
is your
potions
unlucky
now.
number.
The weird thing is, like, if I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed recently I roll a lot of 16s.
That must be nice.
That's my lucky number.
It depends on the game, because I have certain, like, I've done a bunch of 12s
That's
tonight.
True. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been rolling pretty hot tonight. It's weird. Bad for you guys, but good for me.
Brag about it, Rob.
So we will go to Scinn's turn. And as you had been quickly swept away by Sawyer, and you're looking at this cube, you see that Lucinda is actually still in the cube because you held on to your bag.
Oh,
yeah.
How tragic.
He's just kind of like, because we talked about this. He's kind of like, just like,
you'll be avenged, my beauty. It's fine. Let's go gently into that. Good night. Go gently into that. Good night.
He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop this time just the first level, not a second level. Oh, wait. Oh crap. Okay. I did a Chaos Bolt at second level, and it didn't add any damage dice because that doesn't happen until it's not showing me a different. It's still 2d8 regardless of if it's first or second.
Until level 4, I think it is.
Probably. Oh well. It was learning. It was a wasted spot. It's okay. He's gonna put a first level Chaos Bolt of electricity on it.
Oh, it should be an extra d6 on Chaos for every higher level, not an extra d8.
Well, no, I have some marked. Oh, I just accidentally rolled them. No, I have it marked as 2d8s because some of them. Let's see.
Well, Chaos Bolt is 2d8 plus a d6.
Oh, so
and then
I can...
you keep doing more d6s as you level up.
Oh, so it would have
Ah.
been just a d6 added to it. Added to my, what was that, 11 points of damage? It only added 2, it's fine. So, but yeah, he's gonna drop another Chaos Bolt on it of electricity this time. Oh, I should have done 2d6 on it instead of 1, okay. Okay, that made 8 points extra of damage from my first round. But you don't have to add them because I didn't roll them if you don't want to. Hit.
I didn't give you the extra damage, so you can't give it to me.
Now
How
we're
dare
even.
I gave you those spicy feet pics?
Everything is in balance.
Got this little
Ozolith is
chicken
happy.
leg.
Oh, whoa! Put that thing away on Twitch. Terms of service.
That is a 21 to hit.
21, it barely hits, but it's there.
Oh, Dabs, how dare you? How the very dare you?
Okay, so it hit. I'll roll my damage first, and then I'll see if I have a surge. We're using the Dorian dice because they're up in front and pretty. Okay.
If you don't know who Dorian is, you assume with.
You'll find out eventually.
I already love him a lot.
We have a Maddie and I have a very special connection with some characters coming up.
I'm so excited. I was
What's
thinking
the
about them on my
actual-
drive today.
What the
Aw,
actual
y'all so
crap?
cute.
I'm upset. The Dorian dice know when they're being rolled for him and not for for a different person. Because I just rolled 1d6 and 2d8 and all of them are a 3.
Oh,
So that's
Combined?
9.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Every single one of them is a
that'd be even
3.
worse.
Every single one
Oh,
of them.
so
is
they're
a
petty
3.
dice.
So 9 damage.
So 9 points of damage.
At least
of
they're all on
lightning
the same
damage.
page.
It's 9
That's
points
true.
of lightning damage, and let's see.
That means
if
you'll
I
get like
have-
all 6s or all 8s one of these times. Not an 8 on the
Dang
d6 though. That wouldn't work.
I just had a surge. Had a surge. That's my second one of the night already.
Potted plant. Potted plant.
Going in jail.
And what does this surge do?
We're finding out now.
Ooh.
Let's see.
It kills all gelatinous cubes in a 20-foot radius.
How
Very
specific.
niche, very niche.
This
Don't
is,
look it up or anything, but
this is actually
pretty sure.
specifically a gelatinous cylinder.
Cool.
It's a gelatinous rectangular prism.
Okay, I got a 63, which is I have
gelatinous dodecahedron.
fog cloud is centered on myself, which means we now have a fog cloud filling
It's
out.
more
which does-
foggy in here.
does- It does affect visibility.
Oh,
Well, that's the nature. If you look up the nature of the fog cloud spell, that's the whole point
it's true.
of it. Yeah, so and
That's
it's centered
okay.
on myself, so it's just radiating out for me.
Just releasing fog.
You just see like little sparks of like blue electricity come out of this fog, and like just like looming fish head out of the fog.
It's just the fish head floating. Cian's holding it up.
Yeah.
So we will be at Cheshire.
Where did everything go?
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I had an accident. I had an accident.
Cheshire, I'm still here next to you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Hi.
What?
Sorry.
I think I'm actually inside of a gelatinous cylinder right now.
If it weren't, you probably are.
You
Yeah.
probably can't understand this.
I don't know what you're saying, but I'm sorry you're there.
I'm gonna try and get out. I'm gonna make that athletics check to GTFO.
Strength check.
Yep.
The strong boy.
That is a 14.
Don't forget to try your guidance or anything you
You
might
don't need it.
have.
I think I'm okay
never
with the
mind.
14.
So
But
save it.
I had it sitting here.
as
That's
you
the guidance.
like you make your check and you are like you're able to kind of like pop out, and now you get 5 feet of the cube, wherever you want to be.
Okay. I don't think I know. There's a fog cloud.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
think I
You
really
can't really
get to
see,
pick.
so you just kind of
So
step out in
I
a
run-
direction.
He
I
is
run-
directly in front of you, but past that,
Yeah. So I run. Run. I walk carefully in a direction until I hit some resistance. So you just decide which wall of the room I am next to, and I am there. And
Okay.
if I make it out of the fog cloud, I doubt I make it out of the fog cloud. But I run as far away from this thing as I can.
Okay, so
why did you have to do that? Nerd just gave
Nerd.
guidance for the DM and a DM's accomplice.
We don't need another cube right now, or any other shape.
And all of a sudden, the well
I'm not
starts
gonna be upset
gurgling.
about it.
There's
I'm not
another.
gonna be upset about it for the 8 I've accumulated on Monday nights, but the other 2 of you can be upset about
There's a
it.
gelatinous cube, but it's only this big. And it's coming for your ass.
And you're able to put it in your
Extra
pocket.
potent. It's like scorpions, the little ones you gotta watch out for.
Yep.
Ooh.
So Cheshire.
I
kind
live in
of-
the desert. I know.
Cheshire walks out of the cube, and after a second or two of walking, immediately bumps into the edge of what we're gonna say is you kind of like brush up against the well on that kind of like the northwest corner of it. We'll say.
Okay. I've got a good bit of movement left. Can I just follow the well along and put the well between me and whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
absolutely okay with that.
I think that's good enough. I'll stop there then.
Okay, so we are back at Sawyer.
So I know I can't see anything, but based on the sound of Cheshire moving away through the water, can I follow the sound of that and just go in the same direction he did?
Yeah.
Like the swishing of the water and
So,
probably
As
slime
you're
dripping off of
swishing,
him.
you actually bump right into this like cube, because
If
it was between you
Cube?
and the well.
Oh,
If it helps
you're right.
at all because of where I'm positioned, because I know the room is bigger than this, it's a 20-foot radius sphere for fog.
Okay.
So coming off directly centered
So
on
you,
myself.
you guys are like right, kind of like on the cusp of it, essentially.
So I
trying
run
to
into the
see-
cube.
Yep.
Oh
you-
man, it's
you-
concentration for up to 1 hour, but when you have surges like this, you just get the duration.
Oh no.
I think it blows away a little, doesn't it, over time? Or is that stinking cloud or whatever?
it probably will dispel itself a little bit, but I'm just saying, like,
That's
for
hilarious.
example, like I know
gonna be here for a
because I've
while.
done it.
We're just gonna sit.
I know
and
because I've done it. There's one of the wild magic surges that polymorphs you.
Oh.
And you can't, because it wasn't by choice, you can't just pop yourself out of the polymorph. Like, the only way to get out of it early is for someone to, like, slap you.
Beat it out of you.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Sawyer can do that.
with Sawyer walking
Imagine if you
into
had turned
this
around
cube.
and there was another squirrel with the squirrel fish sitting there.
Ah.
So with Sawyer walking into this cube, and you weren't able to see it, I'm gonna say it gets a surprise action on you, attack thing
Sure.
on you. Does that work?
It can do. Wouldn't necessarily be a surprise attack as it would be. It could use its reaction as she's
That's
moved
true.
in.
Okay.
A
Um,
reaction for most things is essentially a single normal attack, so it's still getting
I'm gonna say
something decent.
as as you
I
tried to walk into it, it's
Mhm.
just gonna try and engulf you as you walk
Sure.
into it.
Sure.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
and
of
its turn is
basic
after
actions.
mine. So
Yeah.
So go ahead
Um,
and make a dexterity saving throw.
okay. Is it still my turn though? Because I haven't
Yes.
taken any actions yet.
Yep.
So before I do the dex saving throw, can I try to just smack it now that I know where it is?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Cool. So I'm gonna use my staff. So it's a 22 hit.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume yes.
I did it with a
Uh,
21 last time, so you're good.
Nice. That is going to be 9 damage.
Okay.
9.
9. And
This thing has a lot of
yeah,
health.
that'll be my turn
Okay.
Just
for now.
surprising
So I'll do
always.
that Dex saving throw now.
Okay.
Come on, you got it.
18? Yes. Wait.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, 18.
So on a
I
successful
get a plus
save,
5 to Dex saves.
the creature can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube. A creature that chooses not to be pushed suffers the consequences of a failed throw. Or failed save.
Push me back.
All right, so as you walk into it, it just kind of like
Your
belly bounces you
Boing.
back.
You got your damage rolled, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 9
Making
points.
sure because I see. Oh, that's right. It was 9.
Yeah.
Okay, because I see somebody asking no damage, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Maddie rolled damage. But
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Making sure.
All right. So it is the cube's turn. And after bouncing you back 5 feet, it's going to do its pseudopod attack at you, which has a 5-foot reach.
A real shame. It should really just go ahead and get a pod, you know? It shouldn't have to settle for a pseudo pod.
Yeah, it deserves more than that.
You know, we're going to start a Kickstarter to get this gelatinous cylinder a real pod.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh man, but
Does a what
imagine-
hit?
15.
It meets it, so yes.
All
I've got a
right.
15 armor class.
I'm not going to add that third dice in there.
Thank you.
So that will be 5 points of acid damage.
Okay. It's fine. We're fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. So now we're at Cheshire. Not Cheshire. Cian.
Seeing.
He can't see his friends. He can just hear things.
You heard
So
the
he's gonna,
gurgling
like-
of this pod. You just heard splashing
Yeah.
as Sawyer got thrown back.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
He's gonna like extra tightly tuck Timothy into his bag with the 2 potions, and he's gonna like be holding one in his hand. And he's got the bone cleaver in the other, and he's just gonna be like,
Don't worry, guys. I got you. I got you.
he's just gonna start like blindly flying through the fog
Oh,
with the
God.
cleaver out.
I don't want him to hit Sawyer, but I kind of want him to hit Sawyer.
Okay, tell you what. I'm going to have you roll a d6. 1 and 2 will be Cheshire. 3 and 4 will be the cube. 5 and 6 will be Sawyer.
Being so fly like a day 6.
All right.
Oh.
So as you're kind of blindly swinging this bone saw through the air, go ahead and roll your attack hit.
I'll make an attack hit. I don't know what a plus to this thing would be, so I'm just gonna make a straight d20 roll. Nor do I necessarily know what it's.
What
I would
let's
say it's
give it
damaged. I would
give
probably
it a
just be like a
dagger.
4. A dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your hit's probably your strength.
Well, that's sad. If it's my strength, it takes it from a 14 to a 13.
It still hits.
Okay. I'm just gonna say daggers are usually a d4, I think.
Mhm.
Yes, they are, because that's all
D4
I'm
plus
fighting with right now.
Dex?
Yeah.
If you're proficient with dagger. I mean, if we're treating it like a
I
dagger
have-
and you're proficient with the dagger, then you get your proficiency bonus to it,
I
and you can
have
use it as a finesse
3
weapon.
dagger. I have 3 daggers. That's my 3 melee weapons. Is 3 little tiny.
You got more
Well,
daggers than me.
daggers. Well, I would give Cheshire one, but in Cheshire's hand, that's gonna be like this big. So you can have a deadly toothpick. But anyway.
Right. I got my eyes on bigger weapons one day.
I rolled a 3, and I don't remember. Did we say we were adding a dex or not? So if we are, that makes a 5.
We'll give
If
it a
we're
5.
not-
If
Okay,
you're
it's a 5.
proficient, you would add it.
I don't think sorcerers are difficult because they're not necessarily proficient with many things. I'm trying to find my information.
Okay. Well, I gave it the
They're
5
proficient
just
with
to keep
simple
things
weapons.
moving. Because I would like to take a break here soon and go to the restroom, but
Okay.
we're approaching the end of this
Yeah.
encounter. So as Scinn is slicing through the air, you both just hear this whoosh, 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 like frantically swinging through the air, and you hear it make contact with this cube. And it is now Cheshire's turn.
Okay. Still can't see shit because of fog clouds, right?
It actually got thicker.
Well, if I don't know where it is, I don't think I can hit it.
You just know you have the well in between you.
And if I... Yeah. I don't want to, thunder wave it, or I'll hit my friends. So I will throw it in reverse. I will move as far away from the well as I can.
Okay.
Putting more distance between me and where I think it was last.
Okay. So you walk into the edge of the plank, just due west of the well.
All right. I will ready an action to huck dagger at a cube if I see it, but I'm not hopeful.
Okay. All right. So Sawyer also just heard the whooshing of the bone knife swinging through, and it is your turn.
Okay. Again, if you'll allow me, I'd like to follow that noise. And
Okay.
I hate to use my last key point, but I feel like we really just gotta get rid of this thing. So I'm gonna do an unarmed strike, and then I'll do a flurry of blows.
Okay. So you said you were going to go forward. Again, you're going to walk right into it because it's between
if
you
it's
guys.
it's still right next to me?
Yep.
Okay.
It's basically 5 feet because it did that attack on you.
That's right.
Okay,
Okay, in that
then-
case,
then you
I'm not
can
gonna
see it.
move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do just a regular unarmed strike. I got a nat 20
Oh.
on my pretty dice from Misty
love
Mountain.
All right. Let's get that critical damage in there.
Okay. I wish it had been a staff attack because I get more damage with that, but it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that mental image, but that's cool. That's much more Rob's style than Cheshire's, but Rob thinks it's
7,
cool.
8, 9, 10. Okay, so the first attack is going to be 10 damage.
Okay.
And then flurry of blows. Not as good. 9, 10. 12. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does hit.
Nice. Okay. That is 6 damage. And then my last flurry of blows, 17.
That hits.
So that's going to be another 6 damage.
So 12 damage altogether.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For the flurry of blows for those two.
All right. So you guys aren't necessarily able to see it, but it feels like this cube itself has become smaller with the hacking and the slashing. But it is its turn. It's still a decent enough size, but it goes to make its engulf attack on Sawyer.
Dare it to.
I know, right?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I'm gonna use
I'm
my
not scared.
my fancy DM points that I got. So since
oh
you're making
no,
the
I'm a little scared.
since you're making the save on it, I'm gonna have you do disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. And this is a dex saving throw?
Yes.
Let's do it. So with disadvantage, I got a 12.
Okay. That meets it.
Meets it, beats it.
So yeah, it is going to
Nice.
kind of like belly bounce you back off of it into the side of the wall. That's
You guys
right
hear that's
behind
like cartoony, like boing.
you. Boing.
Yeah.
All right, so
It keeps bouncing me around. I can't be engulfed. Let's go.
so it's Cian's turn.
Yelling back as you were saying, like, I can't be consumed. It's just like,
Yeah.
how dare it? That's what you hear like, through the fog.
As you two are yelling, you realize that you're right next to each other, essentially.
Yeah. Wait, so I can see
I
Sawyer, maybe?
I don't
Or-
know if you're that close to be able to see because it's
Because we'd need to be within 5 feet.
okay.
Mhm.
So I'd say you can kind of make out there's a figure, but you can't like necessarily see
Okay.
details.
Okay, then instead of blindly swinging at this
You
thing,
can definitely see the cube.
oh well, then yeah, he'll start swinging at the cube again. I need to move around because I gave my sword Cheshire, so I need to move around my items. I'll do that later, but for right now, I'm just swinging with a cleaver. So that is a 15, and if we are still doing strength, if we did that right last time, which I think we did, that becomes 14.
It hits.
That's 6 points of slicing of piercing.
Okay.
Why are you eating my headphones, you little
All
gremlin?
right, so as you slash through, you
Oh, we have a light in the mood from Issy.
okay. As we approach Cheshire's turn, I'm gonna say that with the mood enlightened, your mist fog thing lifts.
Yes.
Ooh.
And you guys are all able to see each other again.
Aha! And I have a ready action.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Have at thee.
The
Says
fog,
says
the
Rob,
fog
not
clears.
Cheshire.
Fog clears, and you guys just like look over to see like Cian holding a bottle that's way too big for his tiny body. Like it's like this big, and like a cleaver that's as big as his body, and the other hand he's just like.
Feral.
Yeah.
Sawyer's just like, good for him.
Yeah.
That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Nice.
It's 6 points of damage.
Okay. So as you chuck this dagger, describe what it looks to me, how you want it to die.
Aha! So I found the nucleus of this gelatinous amoeba, and somehow, by sheer stupidity and luck, as he manages to see this thing through the fog and almost like closing his eyes and turning away, throwing the dagger, manages to hit whatever little important bit is making this whole thing intelligent, sentient, or held together. And
Just like the Death Star.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Happy
it's
May 4th,
probably
by the way. Ha ha ha.
that's probably I don't imagine it like seeps into the pool or puddles or anything. It just stops moving, just kind of tilts slightly to the side, and is a pillar of still very acidic chow in the middle of the room. And that dagger is probably not coming back.
I would say that's safe to agree.
As we watch it slowly corrode, he's just, are you all right?
So as this thing dies, you see the water itself. You hear some noises coming up out of the well. It sounds like water, and it kind of almost refills the room to, I'd say, like a 2-foot level, and the water is all clean and pristine again.
It's nice.
Hmm.
I really want to get out of here, though.
That would be good.
Yeah. Baby.
With
Still
that,
like floating in the air, like just kind of breathing a little too hard, like on that adrenaline high of like slashing at something. Just
Guys, okay? Good.
Yeah, I'm
I got potions.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
so as the water itself came up, a few items came up out of the well. It looks like we have some bracers that
Ooh.
came up out of there. There is a ring that came up out of there, and a breastplate that came up out of there. So
We unlocked the loot.
Yeah.
We beat we beat a boss fight.
You
I
did.
know. We
Oh.
didn't
What
run
did we
away
do?
this
What did we
time.
We are 30 minutes overdue for our break, so let's make it a fairly quick one so we can kind of jump back into it. Get up, stretch your legs, refresh your drinks, and guys, we will be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the art reel, and we will see you back here in just a few.
Thank you guys. Love you
See you
guys.
soon.
Yeah, guess and hope. Hope and pray.
Hoping and guessing, guessing and hoping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I stopped that before we actually cut to the camera.
What's up, guys? We are back. Thank you. I left Charm's picture up the whole. Oh, I guess we are technically hunting her. But anywho,
We are. It's fine.
that was a that was a
menacing.
Live and let live, I say.
right. She's creepy. That's actually our fifth player or our fourth player.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, welcome, Crash Candy. No, I'm kidding.
I did reach
Don't
out.
you put the
I
X
reached
on
out
me,
to
Ricky
her.
Bobby.
She said she had too much going on. So.
Oh, she's very busy right now.
Yeah.
She do.
And yeah. So, anywho.
Speaking of a lot going on for the night, the rest of the game, we have two.
Oh.
Oh, double the mischief.
1.5.
Rat down!
Rat down. All right.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
you guys
Are you
just,
okay?
for those of you tuning back into us, the party just killed Cheshire made a heroic
first
dagger
enemy.
throw.
Our first kill.
No, you killed a snake and a rabbit.
It's true. That's true.
You know, what you did with those poor things is probably karma for everything else that has happened. No, but Cheshire made a heroic dagger throw into this gelatinous cube, and it kind of blurbled its last blurb. Some water came up
Put that
out
on a t-shirt.
water
Blurbled
came
your
up out of
last
the
blurb.
well in the center of the room, and made the water fresh and pristine again. And as it came up, 3 items came up out of the ring or the well with it. One of them being bracers of defense, one of them being a ring of protection, and the third being a breastplate. So how would you guys like to divvy that up? And what would you like to do next?
All right, partner. You
he has
done
not
blurbled
looked
your
at 'em
last
yet.
blurb.
God. Cian's not even looked at the items yet. He's like over at the cube, like kind of doing like the hand on wall thing, but like he's just hovering outside the cube and just
I said I'm gonna give you the Viking fiend what you deserve.
he's gonna drop a firebolt on the cube that's like dead, just to try to set it on fire.
Lucinda deserves a Viking.
It probably
funeral.
doesn't catch fire, but regardless,
it
that's what he's
doesn't.
attempting.
The
That's what
wick
he's
is like
attempting
half
to do.
disintegrated.
Yeah.
You deserve so much better, Lucinda.
Poor
You deserve to
Lucinda.
be on the rich old lady's head, not mine.
Have a funeral for Lucinda.
F's
Yeah.
in the chat for Lucinda, man.
F in the chat for Lucinda.
Okay, so what's
I would
going on?
I would remove my hat, but my hat tries to remove my head. So
That's fair. Well, I mean, I don't really wear armor. I'm just like built. So
I don't- I don't really wear armor either, but I'm getting the distinct feeling with all of the, death that maybe I should start.
I think it might look good on you. You were looking for something, right?
I mean, and we'll see if it fits and if it attacks me.
Yeah.
And if it attacks me, we'll know it wasn't meant to be.
I will already in
100% of the-
action.
100% of the
attack
clothes I have
the
tried on
armor.
today, I've tried to kill. So I'll Cheshire will try on the breastplate.
Okay. The breastplate itself is a what would you say Cheshire's favorite color is?
Color,
Mm.
blue probably.
Blue. Okay. So
It's got
this
the blue
this breastplate is like a dark like gunmetal type of steel, and the embellishments and design in it are kind of outlined in blue.
Ooh.
And she.
At least
For-
it's fashionable.
For your own character flavor, I'll let you decide kind of what any designs and embellishment you want to put on it.
I'll be
Look
thinking on
good
that.
in it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So that is just a standard breastplate, so it's a 14 plus your dex for your armor class, I guess.
Yeah, that will. Most bards cannot wear medium armor. However, recently upon becoming level 3, I have acquired the skills necessary to wear medium armor, such as this.
Briefly,
So-
for a second, you sounded like Nigel Thornberry.
I look
Fun-
smashing, and I look
Fun-
smashing.
Fun side story.
Hmm.
All of my friends that have ever met my parents, we say that my father looks like Nigel Thornberry.
Oh my god, please
Oh.
send us a
That's
picture later.
amazing.
I have a great photo from when I
There's
was
a picture of your
I have a
dad.
great photo from when I was in early college and I was making a giant prop and he's holding it so I can take a picture for size and like it's just looking like
Anywho, so yeah, you have the breastplate.
Yeah, Cheshire,
Perfect.
do you
Yeah,
like a
it
little
takes me up
spin?
to a
Let me
16
see.
instead of a 14. Yeah.
Do some modeling poses. Yeah. You look great. You look
Oh,
real
thank you.
strong. I like
It's not.
it.
It's not terribly uncomfortable. So,
Oh,
and I feel better about
Yeah.
myself and things. So,
You definitely look like you could kick some rabbit ass after this.
I'll leave the kicking
Yeah.
to you.
I do like
um,
kicking, yeah.
Yes. Braces, ring, these were with it. I got a thing.
Yeah, I mean, seeing is there one of these things you'd prefer?
He glances over. He's still in front of the cube, and like his eyes are red, and you can't tell if it's a mixture of crying, acid, and eyes, maybe both.
Oh,
like,
buddy.
He's like, I don't care, just I'll take the leftovers. What do they do? What do they do?
I have the vibe that the ring is something of protection, and there's a vibe off the braces that it's something of defense. Don't know how I'm getting this
Perhaps
feeling, but I just am.
a ring of protection, perhaps, or a braces of defense. You might say.
I don't like constriction on my wrist. I'll take the ring.
Okay. So the ring, while you're wearing
And I say
it,
that only because I know I said I wanted this.
wait, what?
Ring.
Did I miss?
I'm outing you.
Oh.
Secrets.
I think that was on my.
Was that
my,
on the wish list?
on my wish list? I think it was. It might not. Have
Oh,
been.
I
don't
forgot
know.
I
about
totally forgot
those.
about the wish list. So, you guys didn't
No,
hear
I'll
that.
literally take either of them. I don't really care.
The bracers sound
seem like
cool.
a monk thing. Yeah,
So-
the bracers feel like a monk thing.
The ring of protection gives you +1 to your armor class.
Ooh, that's good for me.
Ooh.
That gets me to a 13 armor.
And so Sawyer gets the bracers.
I do.
Those
These
are
look really cool on me. Look, check this out. Yeah, it accentuates my
You look like
flexing.
a wonderful woman, a Wonder Woman, wearing the braces like that.
Thanks.
those bracers raise your AC by 2.
Nice.
If you want, again, character flavor for both of you as well. If you want to figure out what they actually look like for you, the colored gemstone and your protection ring, or what the bracers look like. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys.
Mine is like a normal sized ring, which means it's far too big. So he just kind of like. and it's
a little
bagel.
That ring of protection, if you add it to your character sheet on D&D Beyond, which is a thing you can do, I'm sure you already know, also gives you a +1 to your saving throws, which is pretty
Oh, then I need to
sexy.
actually add it. I just did the thing where you go in and override your armor class and put in what it's for. So I'll.
Oh no!
I'll fix
Add
it.
that item.
I will get that added when we're done.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
I
just
didn't
added
see
my
that
bracers.
in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I just saw the +1.
See, here's the
Oh
cool
yeah,
thing
you
about
gotta
the
you gotta keep
bracers.
reading, yo.
I just pulled them up on D&D Beyond, these bracers, and I feel like these were made for monks because I gain a +2 bonus to my AC if I am wearing no armor and using no shield. And I don't wear armor or a shield. This is perfect.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that it was designed this way, but it might have been designed this way.
It's just an amazing coincidence.
Right? Yeah. Just happened to
Wow.
be some stuff in the bottom of the well.
Bracers are great, nerd. Great
I'm
for
very
monks
excited
and
about
barbarians
these.
and sorcerers and wizards and other people like that.
Okay, so you guys have put on your new gear. The pool looks clean. Like the water almost looks very refreshing, like a nice bath water. Other than the fact that Cheshire notices of it being a very familiar scene, almost like an area of a dream that you had recently had, where there were decapitated bullywug heads along the top of the room, kind of like that castle room that you had seen.
Leap?
Yeah.
I think we've lost the big scary lady. We should just get out.
I have bad vibes.
Yeah, I don't like vibes in here either.
I don't get any vibes, but I listen to you guys.
So, shouldering the mirror between myself and Sawyer, we will.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just looked down. I have Pike asleep in one hand, and I just looked down, and Vex is asleep on my knee with her head laying on the armrest, so she's here just kind of like completely flat anyway. I just woke her up laughing. I'm sorry. Thank you for
I think she
baby
forgives.
kissing. I thank you for baby kissing my nose like a little creep.
I love her.
Scinn had gone around and had been opening doors. We'll just go through the one that seems best for out, or if not all the doors were open, we will open more.
If you guys
Okay.
want to see something real cool but kind of creepy, go in that room over there. That's where Gregory came from.
I think I'm good with just Gregory, honestly.
I
But
feel like
take your
Gregory
word for it.
enough to too much, somewhere on that
Yeah.
scale.
So there's that room that Gregory came out of. There was the room that had the really fancy hutch, and then there was the door that went out to what was the balcony with all the frogs on it.
Seems like you can get down from a balcony if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or
I dropped a D4 and I'm putting.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go out onto the balcony with the frogs and start trying to see how far of a drop down, all that kind of stuff it is from the balcony.
Okay. So as you step out onto the balcony, hundreds of little harmless frogs start croaking in unison while you're out there, which has alerted Bavlorna that somebody is on that lower balcony.
Guys, I think I'm their king.
tell him
That
to do
tracks.
stuff. Command him as the king.
Attack all
Uh,
rabbits you see.
Yeah, attack all the rabbits. You know, just rabbit frog action. Just, just like jump and just smack them in the jugular.
To which these frogs are probably just like, like doing nothing.
Just
What's the matter?
croaking.
They're not doing anything. Tell them to hop to it.
I don't know how to speak. I
Hey,
don't know how to speak
good
frog.
one, Cheshire.
That was a very sick pun, my friend. But I don't know how to actually talk to him.
Something about being told the pun is sick in that voice. It's great.
The from the balcony, it looks like it's about 15 feet down into the water, below the cottage, and there is it's worded as a clothesline, so that's what we'll say, but it kind of goes off into like the distance, and you can kind of make out on the distance it is kind of a like a pier, essentially, where it's leading out, like, I'm trying to pull up the map here, so I know how to properly describe it.
Balcony are we out on the map there?
What's that?
Is it the at the bottom
Yeah,
of
the
the
very
first floor?
bottom. Yep.
Okay.
D11, what is that?
E11.
Yeah, it's another map. So that
Bro,
that-
let's say it. I got an E12.
yeah. No, so that line comes out and goes off towards a like a walkway, essentially, and you
Are we
can
gonna zip line it?
you probably can't zip line it, but you can definitely use it as a mode of
Okay.
transportation if you
Yzma,
so
put your
desire.
hands in the air.
So yeah, that's what you see.
That's another character combo I need someone to make with me at some point, because I want to do the Bard Rogue Legend of Road to El Dorado thing, but like we need to have like a barbarian and a sorcerer to be Kronk and Yzma.
I'm very much there. You would probably prefer Banjo Bravo, but I would so be there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Or we could flip it and I'd be the Yzma.
Oh my god, I can bring back the Ori barbarian.
Oh.
Okay, anyway.
All right, when I give the signal, we search the house.
What does the word search mean? I don't understand.
So this line goes to land?
Yes.
Goes.
Whereas
I thought
there's
it went to
like there's
here.
like the swamp water that you were dangling over
Right.
is below you.
Okay.
I can fly. I don't know how to help you guys.
Oh, I think I can still use those boots one more time.
That's right. We
Right.
just gotta figure out Cheshire then.
Maybe I can just
Yeah.
like hand over hand it.
Well,
What if you do that and I like hover under you with like my little hands, just like right in the small of your back, just like a little support.
or I could
If anything,
Float.
it's like a deep tissue massage.
float under you, and if you fall, you could like land on my shoulders like a little circus trick.
Even if I fall, I just land in swamp water, and I can always make myself smell better.
But
But the
You-
slime came out. of
Okay,
the
so if you wanted to
Yeah.
help, yes, that sounds fine. Let's do that. And we'll try.
Sawyer will click her boots of what is it? Squeaky levitation.
Squeaky flying?
Yeah,
I believe
squeaky
there's
flying.
there's a check that you have to make on
There
that.
is. I think
No?
One of them makes you
It was
I
squeak
think
when
I
you
think
walk.
it's a stealth.
it's a stealth check. Yeah, and I think it was what 14. If it's lower than 14, it
I don't remember what the number
Makes such a
actually
noise.
was.
Oh look, I think you're
It's
right,
in
but I will look it
Discord.
up.
we talk
That's what I
so
was
much
about-
in that chat.
That's what I
Oh,
was
it's
about.
okay.
I was gonna-
I rolled an 18 and I get +3 to
Oh, you're-
stealth.
Okay.
So
You're
So-
fine then.
we good.
Instead of squeaking every step you take.
Yes. I would prefer that not to happen. So I'm going to just position myself so if I need to, I can like put Cheshire on my shoulders. But I still I trust you to do hand over hand. You're
You do? Because
Got strong
like, the
upper
behavior
body
is
strength.
like saying that you don't. Like the words say one thing, the actions do
Yeah,
another.
it's just even acrobats have like net underneath them.
As you two were having this conversation, Sawyer definitely notices. Cheshire, you can decide if you do or not, but you guys watch Scinn is kind of like hovering down underneath you with his little arms out like he's going to catch you, and then he kind of every now and then goes like,
I don't know.
he kind of like hovers back away. He's like,
No, I got it. Oh, I don't know.
All right. So
I'm just
Cheshire will try
saying,
and
With
hand
the
over hand
breastplate,
himself down. It's not
you're
that
gonna do
heavier than
great.
what I was wearing.
No,
Yes,
you could,
sure.
it's gonna add to your finesse.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's what heavier armor does. It adds to your.
I have +0 to my intelligence. It checks out for me.
You also have +0, so do I.
Never went to
I-
school.
Oh God. I have a -1 to it.
We're just a bunch of dummies.
you really are. Oh, I love that this character has nothing going for him, and yet the next one I'm playing after this has everything going for him.
And this is somehow the one that will survive.
Yep.
Oh. Rob got serious and now I'm worried.
Oh no, I'm just letting you guys RP.
What was it? What was it that we were talking about? That we would do the ooh voice for session
Oh,
one?
yeah.
I guess Eldritch Bash. Woo.
Oh, that sounded a little too much like a former president, that voice. I don't like it.
What do you mean you don't like it?
Jeez, I don't
In my
like
Oh,
it.
God.
fantasy
I
world.
just want to play where everyone's playing a different U.S. president. We got Bush, we got Obama, we got Trump.
Can I be Abraham Lincoln with my hat like a rogue so that my hat is like stealth? And
Four
the
score
assassin
and
seat.
70 damage ago, I
And
opened up a
take-
no whoop
and I'll
ass
take the
on a bunch of
assassin
goblins.
seat, because I've learned from history, so I'll become the assassin. No, anyway. There's a great clip. I'm gonna derail us for 2 more seconds. There's a great clip on Good Mythical Morning where they're like talking. The two dads are talking to 2 of their kids, and one of them is like, "What would you ask Abraham Lincoln if you could ask him questions?" And this little kid
turns and Smug looks at the camera and goes, "Want to go to a play?" And I like died laughing.
That
At
kid
least the
just
kid knows
learned
his
about that
history.
in school, and he's
both of
real
the-
smug
both of
about
the
it.
dads like stop and look at each other, and you can see they're like, "Don't laugh, don't laugh." Like,
We have to encourage this. That's you said good mythical morning. That's Rhett and Link. I love those guys.
yeah.
Take
I
it to
saw-
a dark place for a second. I watched so much good mythical morning after my divorce. I watched so much.
They're
Mythical
really,
Morning.
they're really funny. So
They
like, I
are.
don't blame you.
They I put me in a fucking good mood.
Fun fact, when I still worked at Disneyland, I saw Rhett there, and he's huge.
Oh,
He is so
yes.
tall.
Yeah,
He's a
He's
tall
a big, tall man.
he's super tall.
And Link's
He's
big
really
tall.
tall.
Oh man, now that we're talking about that, I'm thinking of for Daniel, whatever the one is where he's got the big like wolf badger thing on his head. That's probably what Scinn has
What?
looked like this whole time. I'll send you a picture. It's like somebody styled them a wig that's got like a badger face in it. Anyway, I'm so sorry, other Rob.
So
trying
we're
to go
going
down this
across
line.
the rope.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going down the line.
So as you're going through it, you're kind of crossing through the light barrier of fog that kind of encircles Bavlorna's court. And on the other side of the zip line that you're on, there is a what appears to look like kind of like the backside of a like a palace almost. As far as like what you can do, as Cheshire's kind of scooting along this line, there's like old undergarments and stuff that he's like climbing through that have been hung on this clothesline for Lord knows how long. Yeah, I'd say at this point you're probably about halfway to 3/4 way across.
Just make sure those old underpants don't eat you.
That's great.
Don't get eaten. We just survived a cube. Don't get eaten by underpants. That would be
Yeah,
sad.
it's, be careful.
Like, if to be honest though, Cheshire, if you do die by underpants, like I'll like zhuzh it up on your tombstone. Like it won't say you died by underpants.
Yeah,
It'll
we'll
say
make it
something
sound
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
How kind of
That's what friends do.
We're
I
not saying
expect
we
the
want
same
you.
out of
We're
you.
not saying we want you to die. Just we want you to seem cool, like forever on.
Yeah.
Cheshire's still climbing while the other two are just like flying, like
We're just
nagging
floating
him
underneath
along.
them. If I like tripped and fell and died, like I want you to say that I like died in a fight doing a cool move or something.
yes, that just makes sense.
As you approach the edge of this building, you're able to kind of shimmy through a window that's right there underneath the clothesline, essentially. And you enter into this ramshackle hall is built around a big tree. Two of the tree limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. The interior of the hall is roomy, with an open floor plan that allows occupants of the upper story to look out over the lower one. Bullywug courtiers crowd into the space, filling it with their guttural croaks. Their clothing is faded and stained with mud. The palace has 2 levels.
This is like a fancy royal place we're in now. Oh boy.
And we're on the ground. We're on.
Yeah, you're
Which
in
level?
the ground on the upper level. You're kind of in a back quarter, and as the three of you are in, like you're safely on the ground inside now.
Okay.
But we're in a new building and not just on the ground.
We're in like a tree building, right?
Yeah, like a tree building essentially. Yeah, like you're
the
in
bottom of a place. Now we're at the top floor of another place.
you're
Fancy, nice place.
you're
They're all
in a room
fancy.
that it has a door, so no one knows you're there.
Listen, Cheshire, Asmodeus taught us you always make it to the bottom. Like, eventually we're gonna make it to the ground.
As your who?
You've never heard of Asmodeus? Asmodeus?
Oh, I thought you said
Guy-
as my deist. No.
No.
Oh.
I mean, tomato. He lives in the bottom of hell, and like, if he's taught anybody anything, eventually you're gonna get to the bottom.
Have you met him?
Good point.
No, but my brother swears he did.
Huh.
Wow. Your brother's badass.
Yeah, he's the cool brother, not the one who's like a bard that snores all the time. Fuck that brother. Anyway.
How are
For
you
anybody
all
who
doing?
wasn't here at the start of this campaign, he has like 7 siblings. Like, so,
He has 7 children. Oh.
7 children. No.
How are you feeling after the fight with the blob?
I miss Lucinda.
On a scale of like,
I meant on like a healthiness level, but I am sorry for your emotional loss.
My
as well.
body feels fine. My heart broken.
on a
If
scale of
anybody
like,
needs them, I got some healing potions here. Just have at them.
yeah, I think I'll take one if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Met
right.
like a 13 out of 24, if that makes sense.
I'm only down 6, and I don't have a lot to begin with, so I'm fine. So,
So what is it with a standard health potion?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4? Okay.
Probably more than I'm about to roll. But I'm gonna heal myself again because spell slots come back. Healing potions don't.
Yeah.
But also, spells can defend me. Healing potions can't.
yeah, I'm gonna hold on to 1 potion still in my bag.
I got the 8 back that I lost from the jelly slap.
I'm 2 away from full now.
Awesome.
But I'm 3 away. So
You have to lick the cheddar popcorn off my fingers, you little turd.
Do we want to just like go through the house? Do we want to do more climbing outside?
Yeah, do we want to like hurry through or do we want to like investigate? Also, it's been like an
Oh,
hour. I'm
no.
pretty sure Vinny's dead.
Oh yeah.
I don't have much faith in the Vinsters.
I mean, it could have gone in a completely different direction. He was laying it on pretty thick. Maybe
listen,
Bavlorna was picking up what he was putting down, and
I
maybe
say-
they have entered into a
I sang that
conjugal
whole woman
relationship. We don't know.
I sang that whole woman a concert, okay? Like, she didn't care about anything that Vinny was doing. Like, I think she probably ate Vinny.
Oh,
Not in the good way.
oh.
If you understand my drift.
Maybe he
I'm
hit
surprised
off
you
with
understand
the-
your drift, but just given your level of information on most things. But that, yes.
Maybe he hit it off with the creepy witchy lady.
I just,
He was trying to, my man. He was really trying to, but like I don't think she was. I think she thought it was more like childish funny than she did. Like, oh man, he's so good looking. Oh man, he's laying it on. I don't think she was into it.
Yeah.
thank you,
I mean,
Junebug, by the by. Some inspiration. I'm not sure who it goes to. Maybe we can just randomly determine it.
Oh, and the
And then a
darkened
darkened
moon.
as soon as we get into a new place, Nerd is like,
You thought that was safe. Oh, no.
Ah,
Every time bad things happen in any of our games, I immediately hear the TikTok sound of like that. Oh, no.
Ironically, as the moon had just gotten darkened, from the other side of the door, you're starting to hear more of the croaking of these bullywugs. It's kind of muffled because the door is closed, but you hear hear ye, welcome on in, everybody, welcome, quick, find a spot. We King, what was his name? His Royal Majesty Gullop the 19th.
Good luck.
Gullop the 19th.
Gullup the 19th.
Gullop the 19th has a
Cool.
important message to bestow upon his royal court.
Philip the 19th sounds like a treat. I kind of want to hear what he has to
It
say.
sounds like there's a bit of a commotion going on. Maybe we could at least slip out during the
Yeah,
commotion.
it's true. There's probably a lot of people out there. We could blend in with the crowd. We could climb out a window.
I cannot do that today. Never mind. Nor I was even doing anything.
Yeah, we'll Cheshire will start. He'll poke his head out the door and then like slide out the door and hug the wall
So
and stand there like he's meant to be there.
as the door opens, it's round. Think of it like a tree, like it's very round. But there's a point on the far side where it comes out to a point where King Gullop would address his court. So as you walk out, everyone kind of has their back to him. You see an entrance to the left and an entrance to the right, as far as you can tell. The bullywugs that you see are dressed in very royal, faded attire. Trousers with like high socks. One of them has a monocle. Big floofy collars, essentially. And you hear King Gullop start talking. He's like, "Welcome, everybody. I just wanted to assemble the court and let you all know that here today I am adopting a new
Bless you.
child,
Bless you.
and there may be some controversy about it, but due to Sir Talavar's recent escape, I need some additional protection, and this will offer a alliance between us and our fellow crocodile folk. So here is my new baby child, and you see him hold up a baby crocodile, and he's like, I believe his name will be Snoodle. And you hear all of the bullywugs start cheering, kind of like the Lion King. It's kind of what I'm picturing in my head. Like everyone's
Oh my
cheering
God.
for that. So while this is going on, you guys are able to slip out of that room unnoticed. So depending on what you want to do, I'll let you know what happens.
Bex.
What was the Bullywug King's name?
King Gullop the 19th.
Gullop was just such a good name, they had to use it almost 20 times straight, huh?
I'm assuming XIX is 19.
We'll say
That
it.
checks out.
Yes.
It's either 19 or 21st, one of the two.
No, it's 19.
Bumpkin, why are you doing that?
So yeah,
Do we
you
want-
had a doorway on the left, a doorway on the right, and King Gullop with his baby Snoodle up ahead.
You guys look down at Scinn, and he's just going,
Is that Thieves' Cat? I don't know Thieves' Cat.
Which way? I'm trying to ask you which way we're going. I'm trying to do it quietly with the signs.
Does there seem to be a nearby exit from this room?
Yeah, there's the one to the left and the one to the right.
And they're equidistant, are they?
Yeah.
Is
They
one
both-
more or less guarded than the other, or they're like
Yeah, are they
bullywugs
closed?
with halberds standing in front of them, or what?
There are it says there are 2 bullywugs and a crocodile guarding each entrance.
Dang.
if we want to make it really up
But
Just like
you,
by fate, I have a 2-sided die. We can.
Ooh.
I shouldn't have
Mm.
told you that because they are technically on the outside of the door, so you don't actually see them.
Okay.
We should leave it up to
Just
fate.
leave the chance then.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say side with the sign on it. This comes with one side that has the engraving and one side that's flat. So we'll say flat side is tails.
Which was which?
Do you need to see?
Like, is
Have to
tails left or is tails right?
Yes. Tails is left. Oh, she blessing it
Oh,
so
she
good.
threw it. She threw it. So let's see what she got.
did
'cause
we
it
get?
just landed in the chair. What did we get, Vaxie? Oh, she got tails.
So
But we
to-
didn't decide which is
Left.
where.
We said tails
Left.
left. Yep.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of like, I'm picturing you have your backs up to the wall and you're just kind of scooting. I'm not going to make you do a stealth check because they're very distracted by their king and baby Snoodle. So you get to the...
Oh, Snoodle. Oh, Snoodle.
Oh, Snoodle.
Snoodle.
You get to the entrance, and how do you want to walk out?
Bipedally.
One foot in front of the
Because
other
at this
foot.
point, you do
over
you
and
do
over
see the
again.
two bullywugs and the crocodile guard.
Okay.
You're behind them, but
Should we ask to use the bathroom or something?
Well, I mean,
Can I look around to see? It's pretty much all just like bullywugs, right?
mhm.
So Talvar escaped.
yeah. Sure, that dagger, that if you haven't yet, it was his. Or is that the one you let the cube eat?
I don't know if this is going to work. So if it doesn't work, be prepared to like maybe fly or run.
Okay.
You know what? Just for flavor, in case they turn and look at us, and he like fills his little hands up with glitter, and it's just like I'm ready to blind him.
I will go through the door and enter the field of vision of these guards.
Okay.
And I will try to have the color drain from my face as I look aghast and agog, and say to them, clutching Talavar's sword in both my hands, which I imagine is a somewhat
Probably like
recognizable weapon.
this.
Yeah, it's a distinguished weapon.
Say, gentlemen and or ladies, look what I found in that room over there that we just came out of. We said Talavar escaped. He might be back. He left evidence of his passage. You should investigate immediately. This would be very, very vital information for King Gullop the 19th to discover.
We were very
Roll me a
surprised.
persuasion check.
Aha. Let's see. Would it perhaps be deception since I am outright lying to these people?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Lego.
When you called dibs on that inspiration, so if you need
Have
that.
that if you need. Yeah.
I did okay though. Cheshire is he's a performer, so he lies. He's a magician specifically. That's like so he's pretty good at this deceptive bullshit. And I rolled a 17, so that's a 24.
Okay.
Ooh.
So these guards are at first they're confused at how you just walked out of there because you don't look like a bullywug or a crocodile.
I do look like neither of those things. Thank you. It's kind of you to notice.
I know, right? And they, as you start talking to them about finding Sir Talavar's sword and that he may be back trying to cause mischief, they quickly, skirt inside at kind of at high alert to try and locate any more information.
Yes, you do that. We're going to let others know. Others this way.
Spread the word.
Upon saying that this has worked, Cien's gonna kind of just like do a little razzle dazzle, like,
So congratulations on this noodle. Okay, bye.
As you guys are kind of it's kind of a beaten path to a actual built walkway. Off in the distance, you see what appears to be a tall, slender figure in black walking down toward the end of this boardwalk, essentially.
I see her.
Like towards us or like away?
Away from us. In fact, she's walking towards what appears to be a hot air balloon, except the balloon is a giant black, like thunder cloud is the only way that I can describe it. Like you see some lightning bolts kind of flashing in it, but at the bottom, instead of it being a basket, it looks like an actual like store.
Is that Charm? Maybe.
I think that's Lady Dimmadome. We gotta stop her.
Lady Dimmadome
Lady Dimmadome.
of the of the Dimsdale Dimmadomes.
Yeah, have you heard of it?
I have heard of them. Everybody knows of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, and also of Doug Dimmadome.
This is not the Dinkleberg. Wait, we gotta stop her. We gotta stop her.
This is where I would keep my hot air balloon if I had one.
As you guys are sitting there, just randomly talking, a bullywug walks up to you and says, "Oh, hello.
Hello.
My name is Ogluth, and I am the Count of Bogbottom. I heard there was some pressing news that King Gullop was be giving today. Do you know, is he in session right now?"
He's in there. He's in there. There's a baby.
I think
You've
you
got
missed
Harry,
me
go
now.
see.
Oh,
Bit.
there's
You
a
might be able to
baby,
have
you
the end
say?
of it.
Yeah, there's a baby.
Oh, that is outstanding news. Let me get in there
Admittedly,
right
it's a
away.
tiny bit of a chubby baby, but like that's okay because babies are supposed to be chubby.
Got some nice
Oh.
little chub.
Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you for catching me up. I have to get in
Kinda
there.
looks like a Vienna sausage. Enjoy.
Vienna.
And he like bows and just kind of does like
We've
like
had
on your way.
Chandeliers
Like-
in this episode. We've had Vienna in this episode.
Speaking of a little Vienna sausage, someone just farted. Oh my god.
It wasn't me.
It's so nasty, Pike.
So, yeah, what are you guys doing?
Let's follow the lady.
Yeah. As you're saying, let's follow the lady, you hear like a
She seemed not.
as he's like running down.
Little
after
feet
her.
pitter patter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll run to see if we can catch Charm and
Yes.
maybe talk her into hitching us a ride out of here.
We're basically just running down this pier going, "Hey, lady!"
So, as you are walking up to this path and walking down this boardwalk trying to catch up to Charm, you see the storefront down below, but you also see the giant storm cloud. Like it's got metal rings around it that's basically containing this storm, and I can send you guys a picture after a while. But you see, like, it looks like there's just lightning coming through all the time, and it seems like that might be how it's powered. And as you get closer and closer, it looks more menacing and powerful as you approach it. And that is where we will actually end the session for tonight.
We started it by following Charm. We're ending it by following Charm.
Yeah.
We'll get her one of these days.
Symmetry.
One of these days.
One of these days.
And actually here, while I'm able to do this, I'll send you guys a picture in our channel.
Cool.
Let's check up on a thing or two. Guys, we are 9 followers away from that 500 follower giveaway.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As we're
Tell
talking about
your
ending this,
friends.
the current plan for Friday is to play King's Quest, which if you haven't heard of, oh yeah, that's hella cool.
What a cliffhanger, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't heard of King's Quest, it is a remake of the old LucasArts point-and-click adventure. They have a very particular sense of humor. I played through the first chapter already long ago. I haven't played anything more than that, and there's like 5 or 6 chapters out now. We're probably not going to get through 5 or 6 chapters on Friday, but man, it is a fun time. I'm planning on letting you guys make a lot of the choices for us. So if we, I think with only 9 followers to go, it's fairly likely we will hit the 500 follower cap that stream. So tune in, let your friends know, come join us for that, and we'll have a good time. And if we hit it that stream, maybe we'll go ahead and do the giveaway then. If not, you know what we're going to be doing Monday? We're going to be doing a little more what lurks in their darkness.
And it's not going to be an exposition episode because you guys actually have to go out and find things.
Oh.
I'm already reconsidering every spell in my book.
The TPKs are just on the horizon.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if we get to that 9 followers, like by the time we hit Monday, I will make good on some of the things you guys want. So no, I'm kidding. I won't be that mean, but it'll be a good episode. It'll be a good episode.
If I die, I get basically a day off.
But we don't want Huxley to miss the end, because like spoiler now, if I have time between now and MegaCon, which is very a 50-50, I want to build us a nice little place where we might have like our final battle and just like build it up so that we can like turn the camera down and you guys can see.
That is really cool. By the way, we have some of our regular viewership in the chat tonight. Before we're done, before we absolutely wrap it up, real quick, just a poll from you guys. I have paid Roll20 to unlock Roll20's coolest shit. I'm considering. I used to use Roll20 all the damn time when I was running D&D online for my friends before I became a streamer. When I started streaming D&D, I decided it was probably a better idea to just have everybody's faces as big and clear as possible, because who wouldn't want to see these cool, lovely people playing D&D? But do y'all really wish that we had like a map up and could see stuff? Is that something I should be working on and trying to figure out as we get ready for the next D&D project on the channel? Or do you enjoy the theater of the mind, or do you enjoy having stuff be left mostly to the imagination and being able to see the expressions of everybody a little more clearly? Because I'm genuinely curious. I am working with an artist I met at a convention to have some visual reference for stuff that we'll be meeting. They're already working on a couple of things for us. So, just if a battle map is important to you guys, I would like to know. But yeah, I'm sure the chats will be coming in on them.
There's a few chats coming in, and if it would help too, I can put up a Twitter poll.
That may be cool. Yeah.
So that people can.
I care about everybody's opinion a little bit. I care about my players' opinion a good bit, and I know that I can make Roll20 fun for my players.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who actually show up and are hanging out with us at 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night, their opinion matters to me more than the unwashed masses on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, if you're actually putting in the work and you're here at the end of a session, your vote matters a little more.
Can you put in a Twitch poll like we did last week?
Oh yeah,
I can. I may.
We can bum talk it for 10 minutes. So
I do like hearing everybody's thoughts, though. We're getting, map would be cool, or seeing the character sheets. I know we've done the D&D Beyond extension in the past.
Yeah, it completely fucks up. Like, it doesn't think that I'm logged in. Yes, that is why so many D&D creators out there aren't using it, because it will not link to my
Delilah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it will not link to my campaign.
That was a while ago now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can like release character sheets.
On the Discord.
On the Discord, on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I do have a thought that maybe I can have like a graphic for everybody's like stats and max HP and armor class.
That would be cool
to rotate through, because when we play next, we're gonna have 5 spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna leave kind of that 6th spot, but where Eric took up in the Rimehold ritual, where the alerts will come in and
Mhm.
That's why I was gonna draw our characters so that we could have something to throw up for everybody to see.
That'd be cool.
I would
We
love
have
that. I would
awesome
do
characters coming up, and I'm very excited.
I'm
and
so excited.
everybody's so good.
that.
Everybody's so good, and I finally get to be scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
I finally get to be so scary, guys. Just so scary.
I'm going to ask this question, and then I'm going to tell you what the yes and no mean. I'm just going to put yes and no. I'm not going to allow additional votes, and I'm going to just have it run for the next 5 minutes. So, here is what you are voting for if you are doing the Twitch poll. Before anyone makes a snap decision, I hold myself to a fairly high standard when it comes to maps and stuff. That means when we enter a combat that I have a map for, and I may not have a map for every combat, everything will be very defined. We won't have like, well, can I see it? Or can I reach it? Or how far can I move? Or does it get an opportunity attack? Everything will be very fucking clear, which I like. You will also have tokens. You will have a visual representation of where everybody is on the map if we go that way. It also means that, in my experience, it hampers creativity a little bit to have everything codified around you. Because you can't ask, oh, is something here? And I say, yeah, it totally is. You say, I don't see this thing, so it's probably not here. It also means that I can't massage things and rule of cool things nearly so much if everything is codified on a map. It also means turns may take a little longer because you have to figure out, can I reach the thing? Can I do the thing? Can I not do the thing? As opposed to just asking the dungeon master, can I do this? And me making a call, yes, that's reasonable. No, that's not reasonable. Everything gets codified in that way. Also means everybody's faces are a little bit smaller. And that's the main reason I haven't done it yet, is because I know why you're here. There's cool people on screen and you want to see them. Also, and this is the tough one. This is the one that I would have to find a way to defeat. Is if I am streaming, I would be streaming my perspective, which is the God perspective on Roll20, and it may stream information that our players should not be privy to, or that you as the stream should be privy to, because I only have access to my perspective. And if I give you a single player's perspective with things like dynamic lighting, you're not seeing what Delphi can see.
True.
You're not seeing what Huxley can see. You will either have a very limited perspective or you will see everything, and there's no in between. Anyway, that's all the information. I think you can make an informed decision now, everybody who is still in the chat, and I'm curious to see which way you would go. I'm going to have fun with the people that I'm playing the next D&D game with, either way.
Truth.
And I think they're going to have fun either way.
I do really like the idea of little stat blocks popping up for everybody's turn. Kind of like how Critical Role has their little blocks that they pull up.
Yeah,
I think that's so neat.
That would be an easy thing to do, and I plan to do it. If we don't have a guest player, which we sometimes may have guest players, to have that rotate through in this blank below me on the layout that we will have. It probably won't have like
couple episodes for sure.
Yeah, and it probably won't have like up to the minute like hit point values and stuff, but it would show you what everybody's working with. And I can update it as you level up and as you gain magic items and that jazz. Why is as many people in favor of a battle map? By the way, this is not me promising that it'll happen. I just want to know what y'all want, and if it is reasonable to. Dabs is saying no after that explanation. He's reversed it, and that makes it 3-3 right now.
And if anyone has no opinion, let us know in the chat. Like if you're cool either way.
I think the main place it would be helpful is if we're going to have like a battle episode of sorts, where it's like boss fight, so it gives people a real time.
That's true. I could always just reserve it for like the fight.
Big planned ones,
because let me tell you, if I have to do a room and not a dungeon, that is a very different beast for me, because I will spend and I have spent a week or a weekend. And I don't mean like, I did this, 30 minutes on a Friday. I mean a weekend designing like, I want a potted plant in that corner, but I don't like the potted plant that I can get for free. What will I do? Doing that kind of jazz.
I mean, the reason too, I think for a main battle, a battle map would be good is because then when you and I are sitting there arguing with me being like, I'm behind a wall, I can't see anything, and you go, magic missile. No, I'm not mad about it at all.
I've been forgiven. I've not been forgiven.
I'm not mad about it at all. It was really funny. So...
Nerd makes a really good point using Critical Role as an example again, that they do their maps and set pieces for the big deals and everything else is theater of the mind. I think that's a really good way to go if we want to incorporate maps.
Yeah.
I will bear that in mind. The Roll20 comes with other little benefits. I actually really like Roll20 for dungeon crawls. Where if you
It's
split
really
the
good for
party
dungeon
and
crawls,
like seeing dungeons are fucking hard.
Yeah, I use Roll20 with my home group every week, and it's
Has your
very
DM
useful.
paid for the bells and whistles?
He's got the
Fire
fancy
War,
package, yeah. And it's
That's
really
what I
useful,
want people
but...
to say about me is that I... Never mind.
Rob, you're really cool.
Thanks.
It's easier because we're not streaming that.
Yeah, and if we
Like,
weren't
posting a
streaming,
whole
this
other
wouldn't be a
thing.
question. If I had met you guys and was like, bruh, we should
Riddle.
play D&D together.
Play
Riddle,
D&D.
calm down.
And we even thought about like doing the Roll20 game and then just having y'all doing the Roll20 thing and then not sharing it with the
Oh, yeah.
like not having it on Twitch. But I think we would eventually get to a point where someone's like, hey, what's that thing? And I start telling them this, and everyone's like, what thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Thank you guys for taking a second to answer that. This is the end of the stream, and you guys hung out just to satisfy my curiosity. I appreciate that.
I like it when we hang out at the end and talk to chat.
It's a good time.
Y'all are cool people.
And this stream wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for them, you know?
It's true.
Sprinkle says, bruh,
Bruh.
y'all play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Someone asked me the other day when I
Sorry,
did a Q&A, would you rather have dungeons or dragons? And I was like, give me a dragon, man. If I can't woo it, I can fight it.
I see. I would be the other way around. It's like if I'd take the dungeon. If I can't
don't
explore
worry,
it, I would
nerd.
fill
There
it.
will be more cosplaying of characters. Don't
Yeah,
you
I was gonna say, nerd. I'm working on Delphi's little nub horns right now. I have to paint them, but she's coming.
Actually-
I promise.
For those of you that are here, I'll let you have a very little fast sneak peek of one of the new NPCs, which means you get a cosplay of her in a couple weeks. Well, bam, fast. Okay, down.
Wow, that was so cool.
Gitsu, I was kind of a goblin. I haven't posted pictures on socials or anything. Are you in the Discord? I can post a picture of me being a goblin in the Discord. It will.
Yeah.
We're doing it again because Twitch betrayed me a little bit, and I know there was probably more stuff we could do if we had more tools or time. But I was green. Yeah, I will be doing that real quick. I'm gonna post a stupid picture of me in the Discord.
It does
Did
look
I
like
do that
Twitch-
already? I thought I did it already.
Speaking of art,
Yeah,
guys,
go to the Twitch channel on Misty Mountain Gaming's Discord, and there are pictures of me as a goblin. Carry on.
there is we do appreciate all fan art. If you post anything, hashtag Misty Mountain Art. We'll get you featured up in our channel on the mid-roll, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
We love
Rob,
seeing
have you
it.
added? Have
if
you
you wanna
added
have it
Sawyer's thing yet with the
I've
scale?
not
Not
added
yet.
anything.
Oh my
I've done like 10 things.
Is he-
Ishy, I told you we all loved that.
I love that little Sawyer scale. I gotta pull it up again and show everybody.
It's so good.
Um,
But we
My
do
goal is to wait until
appreciate-
after MegaCon, and then I will make a new reel incorporating all the new stuff that our people have drawn and the community has drawn.
Yeah.
Just because I know there are people working on things right now.
It's so good.
Well, and
I
think I even
definitely use the
referenced that
tag.
last night.
We'll use the hashtag Misty Mountain Art, but also if you want to make sure it's seen like almost immediately, if you tag one of us,
Yeah.
we'll definitely
Yes.
see it.
Yeah,
I am
bro.
We will
always
also share
on
it.
my phone, so tag
Mhm.
Luke.
Um,
That's and I'll see.
Millennials, we're always on our phones.
We
like-
appreciate all of the
I
art that
identify
you
as a boomer.
guys, give to us. We love seeing all of your creative freedoms. It can be a video, it can be a TikTok, it can be
It's really
a drawing.
Cool. We love
It can be stick figures because I can't draw anything, but I think
If you
it
guys
would
want to
be-
make memes
Memes?
referencing
Yeah.
things that have happened, I do that for my home game all the time, and I think it's hilarious to
Yep.
make specific memes for
I
shit.
still
I have a
still
couple
love
of
the one
memes
that,
in the art.
that Crash made where it's Dr. Iris and Luca. Just I've had Luca for one day.
But it really does mean the world to all of us, and I think I can speak not only for this campaign, but the other campaigns and one shots that are also run on the channel as well. It feels nice seeing these characters that everyone has created kind of brought to life in a sense.
I get very emotional about it. So if you want to make me cry happy tears, that's a surefire way to do it.
Yep.
So, do we have anything else we need to talk about before we wrap it up for the night?
Check us out on other social media. We
Oh,
make other stuff all the time.
I
And
just looked up
it's-
hashtag Misty Mountain Art, and it's all drawings of mountains.
That's true.
We gotta change that. You guys gotta
Yeah.
post
Oh.
with the hashtag
Change the
MMG
culture.
Art.
MMG.
MMG art.
Yeah.
MMG.
It's been a couple
Um,
months that we've been pushing Misty Mountain Art. Now we're gonna change it on you. No.
Reverse
let's
Uno
see.
card.
Iski, if you're gonna DM it to anybody on Discord, DM it to me. I can share it with the others, and I will be the one putting it in a reel. Not that you shouldn't send these other fine people your art, but I mean, if you send it to them, they're just gonna have to send it to me anyway. So you might as well cut out the middleman. Other announcement-y type stuff. Just a reminder, in case you weren't here at the beginning of the show, Rob is going to be at Fan Expo St. Louis. Me and Ty are going to be at MegaCon Orlando later in the month.
And I'm gonna be at
Immediately followed-
FOMOCon.
Immediately followed by Fanime. So
I'll FaceTime you from Fan Expo, Maddie.
Yeah, basically,
That's
if
what I
any of
told
you
Maddie.
guys are going to these cons that these lovely people are going to be at, you have to go and compliment them and tell them how wonderful they are, because I won't be there to do it.
Go and
Gotta do it
cosplay
for
Maddie.
me.
Because
Oh my
people
God.
on this channel aren't afraid of cosplaying real people, apparently.
listen, the more you bring that up, just means it's gonna get worse the next time we do it.
I didn't get to last time, so
It's
if you
true.
want more,
I'm
I
growing
can
the beard.
order
It's
a
getting more
fake beard.
difficult, you notice.
Daddy
It's
and Ellie
longer
did
and
not
more
get to join us
style.
last time. So
Just think of it this way, Rob. You're pretty enough to cosplay. I'm not. So
No,
You have-
I was planning my next
Seriously,
cosplay
did we
with
talk-
a sock puppet, Rob.
I was going to say, did we talk about the fact that after you brought a sock puppet out, I genuinely went and started looking up how much it would cost to own a fucking Muppet of myself.
oh god.
It's like $300 to
It's
$400 bucks. But I
expensive.
was fucking tempted, okay? Because I want to run D&D as a goddamn Muppet so
'Cause the whole
bad.
time it's just
You
like
don't.
this.
Yes, I would be laying on a little like workout bench or some crap, and I'd be back here like,
Okay,
Oh my
I rolled
God.
a 6
roll for initiative.
natural 20.
Man, yeah.
I don't know why I want to do this so
note-
badly, but I genuinely do with all of my being.
On the note of cosplays and things like that, if I can talk any of our next party into cosplaying our characters with me, 100%.
Oh, that'll be so hard.
Oh, I'm already
100%
planning.
Spooky, 100% Spooky Boy will be out on screen
Oh,
with best friend.
Oh,
Anyway.
guys.
Great.
Guys,
Right
Great. I'm
at
trying to hype up our next campaign before it even begins.
Me too,
So
because
cool. It's already
this is the
so
first time
cool.
this is the first time I'm going to be running a game that I really want to run, guys. Like I was running an adventure that I had written ahead of time. Now I'm going to be running something bespoke, and I'm so fucking happy. Friday night, King's Quest stream. Monday, more spookums. Wednesday, we're back with this. By the way, I could message you this off stream, Rob, but the Wednesday before MegaCon, I may or may not be on the road. They haven't told me how I'm getting down there yet. If I'm
actually same for me.
If I'm driving,
my
I will not be
arrival.
available. If I'm flying, I might be available. So, just for planning ahead purposes, you will know as soon as I know.
Okay.
If I have landed in enough time, I can sit on the camera in the house. Like, I don't care. But I don't yet have those times available
We can
to me
we can
yet.
split a laptop webcam if we have to.
I was gonna say that would be really cute.
Yeah.
You guys were sharing in the same camera.
Just like
Both, like,
smush
half
cheek to
asleep.
cheek.
Both like half asleep, like me doing like the I've been on a flight, all my body's swollen.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Oh, Eric's got a dragon puppet. Oh, that's cool. Anyway,
I don't have a puppet, but I have a tiny little animal that lets me do whatever I feel like to her.
I will need to pull out some pictures because I'm talking about all my old jobs tonight. After I worked at Disneyland, I worked at a zoo and I did educational shows with puppets.
Oh
so
my
I've done the whole big like rod arm puppets and like the multi-hand puppets.
And Rob's buying a Muppet.
I can't do ventriloquism, but I'm so excited to just like hide behind something and do like the vacation Bible school thing. Or
I'll send you pictures, Rob. I got pictures of me with all kinds of animal puppets.
There's a guy on TikTok who he like works at a bar and has a bird that's a puppet. Have y'all seen this guy?
No.
I want to find like his stuff is so funny to me. There's also Randy Feltface. Have you guys seen Randy Feltface?
No, but it
Oh
sounds
my God.
amazing.
I'm gonna change your fucking lives. We gotta go so I can send them some Randy Feltface.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you again
Thank
so
you.
much
Have a good
for
night,
hanging
guys.
out. We love
Thank
you. We'll see you
Thank you.
next time that we're live. Take care. Be safe.
Bye.
Sleep well.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.